Bob Zoner's North Platte Bulldogs have never made it past the quarterfinals, but the scoring combination of Ben and Dan Woodhead provide a big play offense to this year's squad. Dan McLaughlin's Millard West Wildcats shocked the top-ranked Southeast Knights in the semis as running back Jake Duggar shined with 3 touchdowns and an 85-yard punt return. The Class A championship is next. Rolling to the right, wants to throw. He's got his man working towards the end zone and into the end zone.
She's coming
but that will be it. And the state champion, Scott Haluska.
And you see it there as she serves.
Quarterback comes back, takes it to McIntyre. Now looks it in to the touchdown.
Circles. He's a great draw.
Making a nice ride.
NETV Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships. Tonight in the Class A title game, it's the North Platte Bulldogs and the Millard West Wildcats. Hi again, everybody. I'm Kevin Kugler, and welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln for the Class A championship game, a matchup between two teams that, frankly, neither one planned to be here. North Platte and Millard West, not early season favorites, but both did what they had to do, getting into the playoffs and running through the playoffs to get to this Class A title game. It's going to be a thrill for both of these teams as each school tries for its first state football championship. Working with me tonight, the color voice of the Huskers, Adrian Fiala. When you look at North Platte's offense, you see a lot of big weapons, 2 of which come from the same family, Aid.
You bet, Kevin. The brothers Woodhead. I'm talking about senior quarterback Ben and sophomore running back Danny. He really gets it done. Great speed, big plays from these two people. Danny in his last 2 games, Kevin, 411 yards and 6 touchdowns in the playoffs. Really exceptional and special players. If this becomes a defensive battle, however, they have a hidden key in their field goal kicker, Jake McCarthy. He's kicked 4 field goals in the playoffs. He kicked a game winner against Millard North. So he is indeed a hidden key if it becomes that sort of battle.
Well, we've seen it in these state playoffs. If you have a great kicker, you have a weapon that not a lot of other teams have. For Millard West, they have a lot of weapons, 11 of them. They're called their defense. They've been super.
They really have. This is a defense that gives no quarter. They are really, in terms of points allowed, 6 points per game this year. It is incredible what they've done on defense. They swarm, they get to the football. They have 2 great leaders in Andy Leaders, their linebacker, and a defensive end, Scott McLaughlin. These 2 guys are fast, they're quick, they get to the football. They'll pose some special problems for North Platte tonight.
Well, it's going to be a great matchup tonight. The 3rd member of our broadcast crew is down on the sideline. Larry Putney, take it away.
Well, not only has neither one of these teams won a state football championship, but in Millard West's case, they've never won a state title in any sport. 7 years for the school, never a state title, looking for number 1 here tonight. They've been down here twice before, hoping the 3rd time is a charm. North Platte, they won a mythical state title back in '62 when they had Larry Wachholz and Pete Tapman. And boy, what great players they went on to be at Nebraska, but never been in a state title game has North Platte. They're trying to prove something tonight. They don't think they're getting the respect deserving of a number 1 seed. They'll certainly get a chance to prove it tonight.
Those mythical titles are the hardest ones to get over. The Bulldogs are hoping for a real title tonight, as are the Millard West Wildcats. This should be a great matchup, and as we talked about a few moments ago, neither one of these teams really expected to be here at all when this season started. Well, they might have expected to be there, but none of the supposed experts expected them to be there. It's going to be a great night tonight, and we are really looking forward to this. Let's go to public address announcer Rich Broderson. He'll introduce the players to you now.
Ladies and gentlemen, now let's meet the players competing in the Class A State Football Finals. First for the visiting Bulldogs of North Platte High School. Number 4, Cody Collins. Number 9, Tracy Bargman. Number 21, Dan Woodhead. Number 27, Josh Hyatt. Number 39, Jay Hughesmoley. Number 41, Jake McCarthy. Number 42, Ben Woodhead. Number 48, Cade Pittman. Number 56, Troy Stark. Number 58, Darren Moore. Number 65, Josh Bokoski. Number 70, Tim Kelly. Number 74, Paul Maceberg. Number 75, Joel Jurgens. Number 82, John Mann. Number 86, Seth Burdock. Number 94, Ben Dutchman. Number 95, Michael Perez. And number 98, Mark Gannon. The head coach of North Platte, Bob Zoner. And the rest of the North Platte Bulldogs.
Major contingent on hand from North Platte and Millard West tonight. And you see the Bulldogs on their way out to the field, having been introduced to this crowd. 11-1 on the season. Both of these teams, identical 11-1 records. North Platte, the road to the championship, beating Bellevue West, Lincoln East, and Millard North. All three of those games in North Platte. The teams had to travel out, and that's a sure advantage for the Bulldogs.
And their head coach, Bob Zoner, not ashamed to admit that either, Kevin.
No, not at all.
Home field advantage.
Let's go back to public address announcer Rich Broderson to introduce you to the Millard West Wildcats.
Now for the home team, the Wildcats of Millard West High School. Number 4, Bobby Danenauer. Number 7, Rob Morrissey. Number 11, Jake Duggar. Number 12, Joe Knust. Number 21, Jordan Chastain. Number 29, Eric Fisher. Number 30, Marshall Brulin. Number 32, Al Stallnecker. Number 40, Joey Hurley. Number 44, Keith Hoff. Number 52, Clint Allen. Number 53, Pat Lee. Number 54, Adrian Dykstra. Number 57, Josh Zeppelin. Number 59, Ryan O'Neill. Number 64, Grant Gowan. Number 65, Ryan Ewing. Number 66, Nick Leaders. Number 69, Pat Johnston. Number 79, James Septek. Number 88, Tom Kozney. And number 99, Scott McLaughlin. The head coach for Millard West, Dan McLaughlin. And the rest of the Millard West Wildcats.
The Wildcats introduced 11-1, their road to this game. Norfolk, Kearney, and Lincoln Southeast, all impressive wins, especially that win over Lincoln Southeast in that semifinal game. 42-0, Adrian Fiala. I was shocked, and I'm still shocked every time I see that score.
It's still hard to believe, almost incredible to believe, because, again, as Bob Zoner told us before the game, Kevin, Lincoln Southeast is pretty much characterized as a man-among-boys football team, and what an incredible effort it was to shut them out and then score 42 points against them. It was an incredible effort all the way around, and that spells ill for a lot of teams. And we'll see what happens here to North Platte tonight. 11-1. They're going to match up against this Millard West team, also 11-1. And I have a feeling it's going to be a good battle. We'll wait and see here.
Well, we'll see how the defense of Millard West battles against that speed of North Platte, because North Platte, as you mentioned, relies on that big play. And if they don't get that big play, sometimes things don't go as well.
A lot of times you rely on the big play, you die on the big play, and you need to have that happen to get your momentum going in the ball game, and we'll see if indeed that happens. And the other thing I want to mention here, we talked about at the top of the show about their great defense and their leaders, and I called one of their players Andy Leaders, and that's a former football player way back in my time of my era, and I want to correct that. That's Nick Leaders. He's a great linebacker. He's an all-state player from last year, committed to Iowa State this year, and one of the leading tacklers on this football team, very physical. So Nick, I beg your pardon on that, to get that record straight and have a good football game.
There's Bob Zoner, the head coach of the North Platte Bulldogs. First time he's been the head coach in the state championship game. In fact, first time the Bulldogs have been in the state championship game.
Kevin, as we look at this football game, one of the concerns about that Dan McLaughlin had about this football team was when you play a team that's as quick and as fast as North Platte is, there's a tendency there sometimes to overcommit or perhaps overrun because you're too juiced up when you get into the football game. So the key is, against a team like North Platte, to line it up right, maintain your control, play with a little bit of rage, maintain control, but do not overcommit as far as defense goes. If you do that, if you overcommit, if you overrun, you miss tackles, and then you have the big plays we talked about.
Teams are getting ready to line up and head out to midfield for the coin toss at the beginning of this one. We have seen a couple of very eager teams here tonight to get out and ready to go. A lot of times you don't see teams out on the field maybe more than 35, 40 minutes before kickoff, 75 minutes before kickoff. They were out there fully dressed, ready to go for this game. These guys are ready to get this Class A game started.
Remember the movie Time of Your Life, huh, kid? That's exactly what we're talking about right here, Kevin. You saw Dan McLaughlin there a moment ago in the screen. Dan McLaughlin, 7 years at Millard West, and actually 2 other state championships, up at Broken Bow in '87 and at '94 at Norfolk. So he is no stranger to the trophy case as they meet at midfield.
And let's listen in as we get set for the coin toss at midfield today.
Okay, fellas, I'm Marcus Wacker. I'll be your referee for tonight's game. Jim Barty will be our umpire. Fellas, congratulations for advancing to the Class A state finals. It's a very compliment to your teams that you've been elected as captains. Fellas, I would remind you of the sportsmanship emphasis for this year, and you please communicate with us and we will communicate with you. Okay, North Platte, you're the visitor. Your call is? Tails is your call. We'll flip the coin now. It is a head. Millard West, you've won the toss. Your choice is to defer. Your choice then is to kick or receive. Receive. And your choice which goal. Turn your backs to those goals, gentlemen.
Millard West wins the flip. They defer.
Millard West wins the flip. They have elected to defer. North Platte will receive. Larry Putney was in the Millard West locker room and has this report.
Before his team took the field, says, guys, kick team, you're up. This is exactly what we wanted. Defense, you're out there first. Give us the short field, and we'll go to work on them. Very intense pregame locker room.
Well, let's get the kickoff going. North Platte and Millard West, the Class A state championship game. We will kick it off from Memorial Stadium in a moment.
No matter who you are, once upon a time, you looked like this. And you got there because of this. The urge to merge is fundamental. You just can't help yourself. Nova takes you closer than ever before. Witness life's greatest miracle next time on Nova.
Tuesday night at 8 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
In childhood, there are a lot of things that can be scary. Every day on PBS Kids, we help children face the challenges of growing up, one step at a time. Imagine the possibilities. PBS Kids and you.
From the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, this is your Nebraska ETV Network.
The 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships are being carried live over the internet, so if you have friends or family who don't have access to the Nebraska ETV network, have them log on to net.unl.edu, click sports, and follow the prompts to State High School football. These webcasts are free and brought to you commercial-free as a service of NETV Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. And a look at how these two teams got here. We alluded to it earlier. North Platte with that win over Lincoln East and Millard North. Both of those games in North Platte. For Millard West, a win over Kearney, and then a shocking 42-0 blowout of the Lincoln Southeast Knights. Millard West and North Platte. Really, we say it's a surprise, but according to the seeding, it's not. #1 versus #2 seeds in Class A.
Still trying to figure that one out, Kevin, in my own mind, but tell that to Chuck Mazursky and his crew. But incredible turn of events as we are about set for the Class A final here. Get it underway on one of the most beautiful nights for football you'd ever want to write about.
It could not be any more perfect tonight. Derek Banyan will get ready to kick it off for Millard West. North Platte waiting for it. Back at the 5. This kick will drive Cody Collins back into the end zone, and it will be a touchback to the 20-yard line for North Platte.
Kevin, quickly, what a great kick by Derek Banyan, 5'8", 145 pounds, and he puts it all the way into the end zone. Wonderful job by the youngster.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line for North Platte. And there's Ben Woodhead, the senior quarterback. He's got the plays right there. You can see he's showing them to the team, and we're ready to go. He became the starter when Brett Orr got injured on about the 3rd practice this fall. He dislocated his shoulder, had to have surgery, and is out for the year. And on first down, the give is to Dan Woodhead, and Woodhead going over the right side for no gain. There's that tough Millard West defense that we talked about, Aiden. On the very first play, they swarmed to the ball carrier.
It was
Ben Woodhead, Josh Hyatt, Dan Woodhead, Mark Gannon, Ben Deutschman, and Tracy Bargman, your backs and receivers for the Bulldogs. And up front, Tim Kelly, Troy Stark, Darren Moore, Josh Pekoski, and Paul Maysberg along that offensive line.
that last play, Kevin, Johnson, number 49. I'll take it away.
Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line, and a stop in play. Timeout taken by North Platte. Just a few seconds into this ball game. 38 seconds in, and the Bulldogs are forced to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. It'll be second down and 10 when we return to the Class A state championship game in a moment.
Leading economic indicators.
It's whether you'll have money left over to see a movie.
The news isn't about smart bombs and terrorists.
It's about my nephew in the Army.
The news is about me.
And me.
And me.
That's why I watch Frontline.
The News Hour.
Statewide.
Nightly Business Report.
Washington Week.
On Nebraska ETV.
On Nebraska ETV.
On Nebraska ETV.
That's why I watch Nebraska ETV.
Hey! Anybody seen the Pope? Anybody?
He's not getting in, but you can. When PBS and National Geographic take you where no tourist has gone before. Beyond the walls, past the guards, and deep into the inner sanctum for a privileged look inside the Vatican. November 21st, only on PBS.
On second and 10, a carry for a few yards ahead brings up 3rd and 7 for North Platte. Third down, 7 yards to go for North Platte here. 10:55 remaining first quarter. Out of the shotgun goes Ben Woodhead. Woodhead will roll to the left side. Pressure comes. He's in trouble. Woodhead gets away from 2-3 Wildcats, but he can't get away from the 4th. Down he goes in the arms of Nick Leaders.
Woodhead tried to string things out, and he actually did that. He left 3 green jerseys on the turf there in the backfield under that pressure, but then Nick Leaders comes in and he hits him straight up and takes him right down. Leaders committed, as we've said earlier, to Iowa State. Good shot of the young man right there. Big, tough player, 6'3", at 265 pounds.
And Ben Woodhead will go back to punt, averaging 35 yards per punt on the season. No rush, and Woodhead a line drive kick. It bounces at midfield and pretty much dies right there. Looked like it might have been touched by a Wildcat, but he hopped over it just in time. The Bulldogs were hoping to get a break. They did not, and Millard West with great field position to start it off.
Ball had a little zip on it, little line drive zip on it, and then a little bit of English to spun it back towards midfield, almost at the 50-yard line there.
Starters for the Millard West Wildcats on offense: Rob Morrissey, the quarterback; Keith Hoff, Jake Duggar, and Al Stallnecker in the backfield. Tom Cosney, Jordan Chastain, your end and split end. Clint Allen, Ryan Ewing, Adrian Dykstra, Nick Leaders, and James Septak along the offensive line. First down and 10 from midfield. And the give over the left side. Big run for Stallnecker as he breaks it to the 43-yard line. 7 yards on the carry for Al Stallnecker. The defensive unit for the North Platte Bulldogs. 11-1 on the year. John Mann, Tim Kelly, Derek Kuiper, and Jay Hughesmuller up front on that defensive line. Seth Murdoch, Ben Woodhead, Dan Woodhead, Tracy Bargman, the defensive backfield. Jake McCarthy, Josh Hyatt, and Mike Perez, the linebackers. 2nd and 3 for Millard West. They'll run over the left side. Big hole for Keith Hoff, and Hoff lunging forward down to the 30-yard line. First down for Millard West.
Well, Kevin, there's a reason he's the leading rusher on this football team. 1,141 yards. He takes this handoff, a quick snap, a quick handoff, that is, right out over the left side, right behind Nick Leaders and James Septak over there, the right or left guard and left tackle, respectively. And this is a big line. This is a line that averages 255 pounds per man. Septak at 6'3", 300, and Leaders at 6'3", 265.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats on the 30-yard line. Stack of the backs in the Maryland I. Now they'll shift out of that set. Under center is Morrissey. The give on the left side again to Keith Hoff, and he'll pick up 4 over that left side again, running behind Leaders and Septak. Those are two guys you don't mind clearing the road for you.
Not at all. Excellent blocks up front again, and also a good block by Tom Cosney, the tight end. He was blocking down on the back of that, trying to get a piece of him. And got just a little bit of a piece of it. Make it 2nd down now and 6.
First quarter, no score. First possession of the night for Millard West. 2nd down and 6. Millard West. Morrissey may be changing the play. And flags fly. Took too much time in doing it.
Bob Snyder, the head coach at North Platte, was concerned about all the formations and different kind of plays that they were going to see, and we've seen it in their offense now. The first set of downs here, a lot of movement, a lot of formations, a lot of different things going on out there. That makes your defense adjust. It takes their attention away from some of the things they may need to concentrate on. And again, now this penalty is going to move it back 5 for delay of game. But again, lots of movement by the green shirts out there. And that man right there, Dan McLaughlin, the head coach, he likes that variation in that offense.
2nd down and 11 now after the penalty. Again, a lot of shifting going on for the Wildcats. You'll see this most of the night. Morrissey over the left side to give, and a big gain again over that left side. Boy, there's some big holes to run through, and Millard West taking advantage, sending Hoff through for a gain of about 7 yards.
Tackles should have been made up there. Joel Juergens had a shot. Number 75 had a straight up shot right at the line of scrimmage, and again, Hoff right on by him. Powerful runner, 5'8" and 210 pounds.
3rd down and 5, 25-yard line of North Platte. Line him up in the Maryland I again. Morrissey, the give over the left side. Duggar is tripped up 2 yards shy of the first. Seth Murdoch got in there and just got enough of his ankle to trip him up and bring him down shy of the first down.
Problem with the play, the ISO back and the guard that pulled, both went after the same guy. They actually put 2 guys, and one guy came up with no block, and that's why that play failed, Kevin. So it'll be 4th down, but hey, they're gonna go, man.
4th down and 2 on the 22-yard line. Morrissey gives it off the right side. A big hole headed towards the end zone is Duggar. He'll score for the touchdown.
Terrific, and I do mean terrific play by Nick Leaders, the left guard. He pulled out from that left side, stepped behind the center, led the play to the right, came up in the hole, and then he just took one of the North Platte defenders and just buried him right in the turf. and that created the touchdown. What a great piece of work by Nick Leaders.
Extra point try is up, and it is good. 7 minutes exactly remaining in this first quarter. And on 4th down and 2.
Watch 66 right here, Kevin. He's coming through right there. He's leading the play, and look at the defender just goes head over heels. And then
oh, man.
You talk about a pancake. He knocked him right to the ground and then right on top of him.
Tracy Bargman's not exactly sure what hit him here. We'll get a good look at it here.
This is a great shot right here. Number 9 is going to pay the price and go down, and Leaders takes care of it. And there's a touchdown.
So Duggar picking up where he left off last week in the win over Lincoln Southeast. NETV sports coverage of the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships is brought to you by Brian LGH, the first name in heart care. NPPD, always there when you need us. And by Tobacco Free Nebraska for a great state of health.
You know, as a defensive back, Kevin, there's not a whole lot that's more unnerving when you see a big guy about 265, 270 coming up through the hole, and there's nowhere for you to go except right at him. Take him on. Here comes the kick.
Drove it into the end zone the first time. And this one very close, but taken at the 2. Collins trying to get it out on the right side. And nearly had a seam there, but tripped up at the 25, where the Bulldogs will take over 1st down and 10.
42 is Ben Woodhead. Quite a story about that young man. He was a receiver, actually, for this team, and then stepped up into the quarterback job when their 6'5" quarterback throw the ball a country mile. Brett Orr, he was injured. He broke, I believe, his collarbone or
dislocated the shoulder. Yeah.
And so he had to step in and learn the system and move right away. His only year, his first year and only year at quarterback. He is a senior, doing a great job.
1st down and 10, 25-yard line. Looking for running room on that left side is Woodhead. He'll cut it back against the grain. Woodhead still on his feet, and a big play. Dan Woodhead. Is he going to take it all the way? He will. And North Platte is on the board. 75 yards for Dan Woodhead. And the Bulldogs have answered quickly.
Got ourselves a ball game here, fans. That play designed to come out to the left side, and the great speed, the great quickness, and we talked about the big play ability of Danny Woodhead, just a sophomore, and he takes it, what, 75 yards on the run?
75-yard run.
75 even on the run, and what a great block way downfield by number 40, or check it, here comes the kick.
McCarthy's try for point is good, and we are even up with 6:39 to play first quarter.
A tremendous box downfield. Here we go right here. There's a good shot right there, another one right there, and then Danny decides to cut it back. Flow going to the left. Excellent cut right there, my word. Now he's off to the races. Here's going to come a block right there.
And that's the one that sprung.
Yeah, try to get the number of that block. He couldn't quite pick it up from our vantage point. Let's take another look at it here as we can see. Look at the blocking all around there. Everybody flying. Green jerseys flying every which way. And Danny showing that tremendous agility. Wow, Kevin, that is, look at this. Look at this. Let's see if we can pick it up right here. Right there.
It was Duggar that got blocked off, but I didn't catch who did it. But whoever it was, he was one of many Bulldogs blocking well on that run. Tremendous play for North Platte. The Nebraska State High School Football Championships on NETV Sports, made possible in part by the financial contributors to Nebraskans for Public Television. You too can help support your statewide network and become a member of NPTV by calling toll-free 800-634-6788. You can also join NPTV over the internet. Log on to our network website at net.unl.edu. Click membership and follow the prompts. If you enjoy our high school sports coverage, help keep it on television and join NPTV tonight. North Platte will kick it away, having knotted it up at 7. McCarthy. High kick, driving Millard West back to the 2-yard line, and here comes Fisher. And great kick coverage by the Bulldogs. Fisher brought down at the 15-yard line.
Terrific kick coverage. They're going to keep it down inside, as Kevin called it, right at the 15. And the kickoff towards the right side of the field, right towards that right hash mark. Basically cuts the field down as far as return goes. limits you pretty much to one direction coming up out of there, and that's what really contributed to that. And the coverage converged on the return. They put him down at the 15.
6:33 remaining first quarter. First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Again, a lot of shifting, a lot of motion. Still more. And a little forward pitch towards Hoff, and he picks up a couple out to the 18-yard line. A little shovel pass almost from Morrissey to Hoff, and they pick up 3.5, 4 yards.
Josh Hyatt on the tackle, leading tackler on this ball club, 147 tackles. There you see him right there, number 27. Underneath it all, number 65 is Josh Bukowski, also a top tackler and a top sack artist for this team.
Rob Morrissey, good look at the senior quarterback. Quick snap on second down. First man through is Hoff. He nearly breaks it. Just tripped up at the 30-yard line. A saving tackle made by Michael Perez.
And Kevin, they caught the North Platte defense moving that time. They were trying to adjust to the formation. The Bulldogs were. Didn't quite get everybody in their right spots, and the ball was snapped, and away you go. A lot of times you'll catch a team, give them a lot of trouble, and maybe break a long one, and they were just about a shoe top away from doing it right there.
Off already with 34 yards rushing on just 4 carries tonight. And an opportunity this time from the right side. Stacked up 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Hoff, the senior, with 1,140 yards rushing on the season, and he'll get a lot of work tonight for Millard West.
Also a good receiver. You got to be mindful of that. He'll come out of the backfield, out into the flat with that fullback pass. 11 receptions, 146 yards. 11 of those receptions, 4 of those 11 receptions, Kevin, going for touchdowns.
It's not a bad ratio.
You get down there close to the goal line, look for 44.
2nd and 7. The give this time is to Stallnecker. Stallnecker spinning away from Perez, and about a yard shy of another Millard West first down. Tough running inside for Al Stallnecker.
Underneath it all, Michael Perez, 5'11", 180 pounds, junior. See him right there. But Stallnecker just running, spinning, digging, keeping the feet moving.
3rd down and a yard. Over the right side. Duggar with a first down gain. They're picking their spots with Duggar, and he's chewing up big chunks of yardage on key 3rd and 4th down plays.
Kevin, didn't take him long to get from the 15 out here to close to the 45, or check it. It is. It's about the 47-yard line.
First down and 10 from there. Stacked up in the Maryland I behind Morrissey, the quarterback. The give is to Duggar, banging his way inside, and he's driven down at the midfield stripe. Finally catching him, Jake McCarthy, but there were some pops in there as Duggar hit that pile.
Some huge pops. Again, you see leaders leading it up along with the fullback, and now again some spinning and rotating and everything else going on, and a short gain on the play.
Joel Juergens, the guy that got in there, gave him that first stick you probably heard. The smack of the pads. 2nd and 7. The give again to Duggar, this time over the left side, and Duggar just falling forward a yard shy of the first down, right behind big Keith Hoff.
They had the stud on that time on the right side. Perez coming on the play. He got up into the backfield, but again, that running back was on the move and going downfield by the time he was able to react. So sometimes you run yourself out of the play. It happened there.
3rd down and short again. Morrissey, the give to Duggar. He's been their short yardage, their big down specialist, and he gets another first down, moving it to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 3 for the junior, Jake Duggar.
Watch the block, 44 on number 88 here. That's Hoff. On number 88, you saw it right there. He's Adam O'Rourke. A little 44 just banging away. Keith Hoff, 5'8", 210. And man, he can pop you.
Millard West with a good drive going here. 9th play of the drive coming up. First down and 10 on the North Platte 41-yard line. And the give coming over the right side is Duggar. Duggar down near the 35-yard line in the arms of Josh Hyatt and Jake McCarthy.
They just keep grinding away about 3 or 4 yards a clip, maybe 5 yards a clip. Again here, just running this sweep around to the right-hand side, pulling that off guard. And the onside guard and leading it out around the way. That was number 65, Ryan Ewing, leading the way, and a good block on that last play.
2nd down and 4 for Millard West. Motion coming. The give going up the middle. Now on the left side, Stallnecker is tripped up at the 30-yard line. Had me fooled. Stallnecker spinning it to the outside, and he is going to be awfully close to a 1st down.
Well, you keep pounding away with that fullback, and all of a sudden you look at fullback, they converge on the fullback, and there goes the ball around the far side. Stallnecker, tough tackle right there. Maybe a little bit of a ding on the shin of Stallnecker, Kevin, but he's okay. He got the 1st down, and this is the state championship, by the way, so that's okay. I can deal with that.
There's got to be bones protruding to keep you out of this one. 1st down and 10 on the 30. Stallnecker in motion. Morrissey drops back to throw. Here comes pressure from the Bulldogs. Morrissey will run. He has some running room around the corner. Oh, what a hit from McCarthy. Oh, my. McCarthy and Morrissey collapse, and I believe McCarthy got the worst of that one.
Well, he's known for his defensive ability and his kicking ability, and he just kicked one right there. What just a tremendous hit. And yeah, he's hurting right now because he gave it up on the play. What a collision.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy cow.
There are a lot of Saturdays you won't see hits like this.
Watch this here. I don't know that this needs any description. Just let's watch it and listen. Whoa,
oh, man
alive.
What a hit. 2nd down and 8. And flags fly. This one will be stopped before the snap of the football.
Kevin, I always talk about knocking your hat in the creek. And that one about knocked the whole body in the creek right there. That was a tremendous hit. And they're still attending to McCarthy down on the sideline down there.
Yeah, McCarthy being checked over by the trainers. After that pop, I'm sure being checked over by our own Larry Putney as well, which is, I'm sure, a comfort for Jake McCarthy. 2nd and 13 from the 33-yard line. 2:03 remaining 1st quarter. They give up the middle to Hoff. And Hoff banging inside for 5 down to the 28-yard line. Gets the penalty back. But this will be the first time on this drive that Millard West has faced a 3rd and long. Their 3rd downs have been 1 or 2 yards.
Short yardage, you're right. That time, Derek Keeper, defensive tackle up there. He just followed the play around from the back end and went right up in the hole and made the tackle. Good job by number 53, Derek Keeper. Senior, 250 pounds.
3rd and 8. Rob Morrissey wants to throw. Rolling away from pressure. Fires it out. Too tall and incomplete on the sideline. Morrissey did a great job rolling away from that pressure and throwing on the run. Just missed his man down on the sidelines a little bit too high.
He had Adam Rourke, number 88, breathing down his back, and the hands up right there. That's number 98, Mark Gannon. That makes it doubly tough. He takes a hit.
Tom Kozney was the intended receiver and
creates the incomplete play as Millard West now going to break it and see what they can do, Kevin.
4th down and 8 from the 28-yard line. Millard West will go on 4th down. Morrissey throws out the screen and it's incomplete. Wanted to hit Duggar, get him out on the corner and let him go to work, but he overthrew him and Millard West is turned away.
And again, because of pressure by Mark Gannon, he hurries that throw back there in the backfield, and it's overthrown, and the ball goes over. Good job, Mark Gannon. Another senior, 5'9", 180 pounds. There you see it right there, just a little bit too far on the play.
Last time North Platte's offense was on the field was 14 plays ago. That was a 14-play drive for Millard West. They moved it right down the field, but that penalty slowed them up a little bit. The illegal procedure and stymied the drive. 1st down. The give is to Woodhead, and Woodhead brought down in the backfield. Terrific play by Pat Johnston, sneaking in and ripping him down from behind.
Tremendous quickness. We knew about Leaders. Nick Leaders now watch 69. Leaders is 66, and there's Pat Johnson, 69, senior, 6'2", 190. Tremendously quick off the ball, and he makes the tackle for a loss on the Very quick and very elusive, Danny Woodhead.
Hard to believe, too, that Johnston was already on the turf. He'd been blocked down and leaped back up to make the tackle behind the line. 2nd and 13. The throw to Woodhead. Working over the left side, and he is banged down again by Johnston. Combined with Nick Leaders for the stop, and another big hit from Millard West. We have seen some pops tonight.
Quick pop pass out here into the flat to his brother, and that's a missed tackle. Joey Hurley had a shot right there in the short flat, not able to get it done, but the rest of his green-shirted brothers were. And, man, you got to get people to the football. When Danny Woodhead has the football, you've got to get people over there, and we've seen that here a number of times.
3rd down and 10 from the 28-yard line of North Platte. Final play of this first quarter, and right up the middle goes Woodhead for very little gain. Yardage up the middle tonight. Going to be minimal, I'm guessing, against that Millard West front 7. End of the first quarter in the Class A state championship game in Lincoln. We are all knotted up. North Platte and Millard West tied at 7.
Nebraska, a campaign created to educate Nebraskans about health risks associated with tobacco use.
Secondhand smoke is more than annoying. It seriously affects thousands of Nebraskans, smokers and non-smokers, with over 4,000 chemicals and cancer-causing toxins. Secondhand smoke is a first-rate killer.
North Platte, Millard West, knotted up 7 apiece here as we get ready to start this second quarter of play. And a very, very entertaining first quarter. As you see, they continue to work on Jake McCarthy on the sidelines for North Platte. 4th down and 8 for the Bulldogs, and Ben Woodhead will punt it. Woodhead, it's off a decent punt. It's a short kick taken to the 37-yard line. And some room to run for the Wildcats. Working it out towards midfield for Millard West. It's number 11, Jake Duggar. And let's go down to Larry Putney with an injury update on Jake McCarthy.
Guys, Jake McCarthy had suffered a shoulder injury, kind of a stinger. He had a little numbness in his fingers, and they were checking out his shoulder. Now, as you see, they're working on putting a pad on his neck brace, a pad right up there, and they're going to send him back out after they get the pad on.
What happens on a play like that, your shoulder pad gets driven right into your neck, into that nerve area, and there's just trauma right there, and it shuts you down. It's a weird, weird feeling when it happens.
1st down and 10. They give up the middle to Keith Hoff. Hoff banging his way forward, and a tough run for Hoff. 11 yards and a 1st down for Millard West.
Hoff just shredding players, moving right through the line of scrimmage. Watch this here. Just bang, bang, bang. Get out of the way, ref. Oh, man, look at that hit right there. That's the second big hit now on the number 9, Tracy Bargman from North Platte. Tracy's earning his pay out there tonight.
Now, don't start any rumors there. 1st down and 10, 39-yard line. Hoff again. Look at Hoff driving North Platte players backwards after first contact. Keeping those legs churning, 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 and picking up extra yardage.
It's about 4 yards, maybe close to 5 yards. Let's call it 4 yards after contact. The old yak yardage, as we call it, going over that right side over there. Ryan Ewing, Clint Allen.
2nd and 5. Duggar gets the carry this time. Elusive Duggar, and Jake Duggar with a 1st down.
Safety Bargman coming up again to make the play. Number 9 there. Again, as I said, earning his way here tonight. Watch this run here, though. Beautiful run. Nice and fluid, nice and easy. Nice cuts up inside there by Jake Duggar. Tremendous speed. At 170 yards rushing against Lincoln Southeast. That's just something right there.
1st down and 10, 28-yard line. Millard West knocking on the door again. Morrissey, the give to Hoff, and Hoff met in the backfield. Good solid tackle that time made by Adam O'Rourke.
That's what you got to do with a player like that. You have to shut him down before he gets started, and that's exactly what happened there by Adam O'Rourke. Adam, 230 pounds, 6'3". Great size in high school for a defensive end, and he can move well.
Hoff already 9 carries, 74 yards on the night. And up the middle, a quick burst for Hoff. And Hoff will have another Millard West first down to the 14-yard line of North Platte.
Taking it right between the left guard, Josh Bukowski, and Nick Leaders, I beg your pardon, and Adrian Dykstra. And again, he gets hit, and he carries it up about 4 more yards after contact. Gets really strong, Kevin Keithoff.
Under 10 minutes to play first half. Tie game, 7 apiece. But Millard West threatening again. Right up the middle, they go with Hoff. Look at Hoff fighting towards the goal line, and he stopped 2 yards shy. Saving tackle made for North Platte by number 29, Shane Plaster. Hoff plastered a few on his way there.
Huge blocks up in front, and then 5 white jerseys strung along the turf here in Memorial Stadium as they hurry up to the ball. Quick count, I suspect.
First down and goal from the 2-yard line. Duggar gets the call. He's into the end zone for the score. Millard West goes 51 yards in 7 plays for the touchdown.
That left side of the line again is where he headed, over there between Dykstra and Leaders and Septak. And they lined it up quick, and they had a quick snap. Didn't give that defense any time to adjust at all. And they're running the play, and they get it in very easily for the touchdown and take a lead here.
Banyan's try for point is good, and Millard West with a touchdown lead. 9:39 remaining in this second quarter, and we'll watch the score again from Duggar.
Look at it again. You see great block up in front there. 65 is Ryan Ewing coming around. Leaders up in front. Dykstra up in front to center. The 65 coming through, looking for somebody to hit. By that time, it's too late. And the touchdown is scored.
Get all the inside information on the Huskers after the Colorado game on Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday, November 27th, live at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's a complete review of the game with highlights, commentary, discussion, and you as we take your live phone calls and emails. That's Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday, November 27th, right here on Nebraska ETV, Nebraska's home for sports.
Kevin, what's Millard West up to on yardage there? We have the first quarter stats here, but we've improved
168 yards in total offense, all on the ground for Millard West.
So just in a few minutes here, they went from 117 to 168.
In fact, neither team with any passing yards tonight. Everything has happened on the ground. Kickoff taken at the 3-yard line by Collins. Cody Collins in trouble, and down he goes. Tremendous coverage by Josh Rasmussen, knifing down there to stop North Platte's Cody Collins at the 12-yard line.
Just a sophomore, Rasmussen, coming off right there. Excellent containment on that far side, and then once he sees the balls going the other way, he closes it down. And he closed it down very, very fast and got that tackle. Good hustle, great hustle, I should say. And it puts North Platte in a hole once again.
The battle of field position right now certainly being dominated by Millard West. First down and 10 from the 12. The option to the left side. Woodhead on the keep, trying to find some running room, and there's not a lot there. Coverage out there from Scott McLaughlin and Ryan O'Neill. Second and 7 coming up for North Platte. Let's check in with Larry Putney.
Guys, Josh Zeppelin, number 57, the nose tackle for Millard West, injured his shoulder in the game against Norfolk in the playoffs. He actually suffered a dislocated shoulder. He strapped it down for the Lincoln Southeast game, went out there, played against Kearney strapped down and against Lincoln Southeast. He's back out there today. That shoulder's still dislocated, but they just strapped it down good, and he's out there playing.
Woodhead with a throw. Collins with some running room. Trying to outrun the defense. Collins finally brought down at the 30-yard line. Jake Duggar caught him, but a breakdown, Adrian, in coverage as Collins got behind the defense.
A breakdown in coverage, and then it looked like the quarterback. You're going to see it right here as the quarterback Ben Woodhead is moving down the line, and the coverage, he just sneaks behind everybody. And now it's a foot race, and Duggar is, well, he's very, very fast to the football, and you see him right there as he runs down Cody Collins. But man, it gets North Platte out of a hole, Kevin, and it gets them in good field position to keep moving right here.
We talked about North Platte needing the big play. It's their second big play of the night. That one 56 yards. The give this time over the left side to Jay Hughesmuller, and a yard gain is all he'll find. 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Boy, Nick Leaders that time just filled up the hole. He's got the size to do it at 6'3", 265, and that time he used the size and his quickness just to fill it up. That kid's a major college player right there, and we'll see him someday. He's committed to Iowa State, as we said earlier.
Nice addition to Dan McCarney's program in Ames. 4 wide receivers into the pattern for North Platte as they go into the shotgun. Woodhead runs the option out of the gun. Just a design quarterback sneak to use his ability. No one there to option 2. And he's brought down at the 32-yard line. It's a 4-yard loss on the play.
Kevin, they line up in that shotgun. They fake that tackle trap right there. They fake that tackle trap, and then he's off to the races trying to get to the outside. Troy Stark, 56, out there trying to lead it away. But again, too many green shirts in pursuit. And it fits in with what Dan McLaughlin said they had to do, and that is line up right, don't overcommit, and get a lot of people to the football. They have done it thus far.
Johnston and Zeppelin, 2 guys that were over there to put the clamps on that play. And now a 3rd down and a 13 facing North Platte. Shovel pass, working it up the middle and trying to find yardage is Josh Hyatt, but there's nothing there. Shut down at the 29-yard line. A pickup of just 3 yards. It's 4th and 10.
Looked like Josh Zeppelin, 57 on the hit. The player Larry was talking about a moment ago. He was part of that. He's right on top of it. Actually, Leaders is underneath all of it.
Joey Hurley also got a piece of it. So on 4th down and 10, see what North Platte decides to do here. They're going to try the long field goal. We talked about McCarthy. Remember, he was banged up moments ago. This would be a 46-yard field goal. It is no good. Wide to the left. The 46-yarder sails wide, and with 6:18 to play 2nd quarter, North Platte has turned away Millard West with the 14-7 lead. NETV sports coverage of the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships is brought to you by Brian LGH, the first name in heart care. By NPPD, always there when you need us. And by Tobacco Free Nebraska, for a great state of health. Millard West will start at the 20-yard line. Rob Morrissey, the quarterback, on 1st down. The give is to Hoff over the right side. And a 4-yard pickup for Keith Hoff. Hoff knocking on the door of 100 yards. He's up to 90 on the night.
Not
still have 6 minutes to go to the 2nd quarter.
Not surprised at all, Kevin. He is just a workhorse, tough to bring down, very difficult to stop after contact. He seems to make yardage every time he carries the football after contact.
Off again. Speaking of yards after contact, there's about 3 more.
And they're not bashful about using it.
No. Tell you what, Millard West is lining up and saying, stop us if you can right now.
86% of their offense on the ground this year for Millard West. Rushing the ball 86% of the time. If you're a split end or a wide receiver or a tight end on Millard West, you may have a few cobwebs on your cleats.
As effective as they've been tonight, you wonder why they don't do it more like 96%. 3rd down and 1. Hoff again gets the carry, and he gets the 1st down.
Little assist out there that time. He went right off the back of number 65, Ryan Ewing, down there. Trying to get off to the right-hand side behind Ewing and Clint Allen, but again, banging off the back of the right guard, Ryan Ewing, 6'2", 250. Man, they're big up front there.
First down and 10. This time, Morrissey to throw. Nailed as he throws it, and that one sails incomplete. John Mann was the man on that play that put the pressure on Morrissey.
Almost got his 4th sack of the year. Watch him come from the back end here. Nobody touching it. Tell you what, he sees that happen, Kevin, and your heart starts pounding. Your eyes get a little bit, I guess, a little blurry, and you think, oh, my goodness, do I have a shot right here? And he just about got there for the sack, but what he did do is cause the errant pass.
2nd down and 10 for Millard West. They'll run the reverse. Duggar taking it up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and down at the 40-yard line. Finally brought down by Ben Woodhead. It's a nice combination. You've got the power of Hoff and the slipperiness of Duggar.
See the handoff there to Duggar to the inside, and I'm not sure what it is about the Millard West running backs, but they just will not go down. First contact will not bring him down. Sometimes second contact doesn't work either. You got to go 3 and 4.
3rd down and a yard. 1st down again over that left side as Duggar finds the 1st.
And they play the game like Bob Gibson used to pitch. They just line it up and go real quick. They don't fool around with a lot of cute stuff, flashy stuff. Just get the play in, get the formation set, and let's run. Bob Gibson used to say, just give me the baseball, let me pitch, and you sit back there and catch, Tim McCarver.
Dan McLaughlin saying a similar thing here. Let's just run the football up the field. If you stop us, so be it. Morrissey on the play fake, rolling out. He's got Hoff in the flat. A lot of running room. Hoff at the 35-yard line is down, but flags come flying in, and I think it's going to be an illegal block against Millard West.
It's a big hit down there by Tom Cozeney, the tight end. But we saw that play action, and then again, as we talked about earlier, Kevin, Hoff coming out of the backfield. He's very effective catching the football. We saw it right there. And will we have a clip? Is that the call?
We do have a clip.
Preliminary call
against Millard West is the preliminary call from our referee tonight, Marcus Wacker. We'll get the official word here.
There you see Hoff out there just wide open, and now it's upfield.
And there's the
right
clip.
in the back. Yep. Good shot, guys.
So far upfield that it really only costs Millard West 1 off of the original play, but it certainly costs them the yardage from that play. 1st down and 11 from the 44. And the give over the right side to Duggar, and this time not a lot of running room. One of the few times tonight that Duggar hasn't found 3 or 4 yards on his carry. It was O'Rourke that brought him down after a gain of 1.5 yards.
O'Rourke over there, Kevin, and also number 27, Josh Hyatt over there. Again, one of the top tacklers on this football team for North Platte. Just a pickup of about 3 yards on the play, however, as West comes to the ball, or comes to the line of scrimmage.
3:15 remaining in this first half. Millard West leading 14-7. Play fake. Morrissey rolling to the right side and shoved out of bounds by McCarthy on the North Platte side of the midfield stripe of the 49-yard line.
You see how that running game really sets up this play. North Platte looking to the inside for the running game, the power game, and excellent ball handling by the quarterback to get free. Morrissey trying to get the 1st down, just a little bit short out there, call it about 4.
3rd down and 4. Again over the left side, and Hoff this time powers his way for a 1st down.
You know, you wonder what it is that we saw a lot of fullback play this afternoon in the ball game, the C2 ball game, Kevin, and the fullbacks were a significant portion of the offense again here tonight. And a lot of times in offenses, as you talked about this afternoon, you just don't see the fullback in the offense that much anymore. Tonight, this afternoon, it's happened a lot.
Off over 100 yards, 15 carries, 105 yards on the day. Morrissey to throw. Now with running room. McCarthy out in front. McCarthy forces him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Still a good gain, and the clock stops with 2:45 remaining in the first half.
Good fake, good play action. Nick Leader's out there leading that play, protecting the way for Morrissey on the play. Morrissey coming to Nebraska on a baseball scholarship. Excellent pitcher. We'll get to see plenty of him on the mound here in the years to come. But tonight it's all football as he scoots up the far sideline there for a good gain. 2nd and, what is it, about 4? Yep.
2nd and 4 to go from the 36-yard line. Morrissey on the inside, handoff to Hoff. And Hoff wrestled down after a couple. Tackle made for North Platte by number 98, Mark Gannon. And again, a 3rd and short coming up for Millard West. About a half a yard, maybe a full yard, and that's all. They've been in a lot of 3rd and short situations, and they have converted tonight on 3rd downs. 5 of 7. Make it 6 of 8. Hoff with another first down.
And on that play, Mark Gannon right up in the hole to meet him, but he hit him and he bounced right back. Hoff must just have a tremendous charge and explosion when he makes contact, because that time Gannon just had a great shot at him, not able to get it done.
17 carries in the first half for 112 yards for Keith Hoff. Timeout taken by the Millard West Wildcats with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this first half. Millard West leading it 14-7 over the North Platte Bulldogs. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time for the Class C1 championship game as the Boone Central Cardinals take on the Pierce Blue Jays. We have complete coverage of all the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championship games right here on Nebraska ETV, Nebraska's home for sports. Crowd on the Millard West side eagerly anticipating the culmination of this drive, which has been a good drive so far. 13 plays, 51 yards. And that North Platte defense has been on the field a long time in this first half.
Too long, Kevin. Bob Ziner, the head coach there, we just saw him a moment ago. Looking over his charts. Looking over the 40 extra plays they had to put in so that Ben Woodhead could run the football team. But they had some 40 plays prior to that, and then he came on with his special talent. They put in about 40 more. So incredible sheet that he had there, all laminated and ready to go.
Looking for a few of those plays on the defensive side of the ledger to slow down this rushing attack, which has accounted for 220 yards already tonight for Millard West on the ground.
And about half of that by the fullback, I suspect.
112 for Keith Hoff. A big night. Duggar knocking on the door of 100 as well. 12 carries, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns. First down and 10 on the 29-yard line of North Platte. 2:12 to play in this first half. On the give up the middle is Hoff, and Hoff working hard for another 4-yard gain. And Millard West will hurry it up now, lining it up quickly with 2 minutes to play in the first half. They do not waste time. 2nd and 6. Morrissey on the play fake, has a ton of running room, and blockers out in front. Morrissey down at the 13-yard line. And another first down for Millard West.
And number 82 for North Platte, that's John Mann. Watch him here, 82. He's just taking it totally all the way. And there goes Morrissey. And Mann just bit totally on the fake, Kevin, and Morrissey's out there running free. Good block right there. Upended one of the North Platte players.
That was Hoff again downfield.
Oh, my word.
On Jake McCarthy, who's already been banged up tonight. In the Maryland I, first down and 10 from the 13. Morrissey on the play fake. Rolling to the right, now directing his blockers. Morrissey drugged down from behind at the 7-yard line. Tackle made by Josh Hyatt, who reached out, grabbed him by the collar, and wrestled him down.
Key element on the play here is you see Morrissey directing traffic, as Kevin called it. Now get upfield and get out of bounds, and bingo, he does both. Creates a 2nd down and short opportunity here, but saves some time on that clock. 1:24. They can get that first down right about between the 3 and the 4-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. The 17th play of this drive. And the give over the left side, and Duggar, no running room inside. Good tackle made by number 65, Josh Bukowski. And clock winding down, and timeout called for by Millard West. 3rd down and 2 to go for the Wildcats on the 5-yard line of North Platte.
Well, Kevin, you talk about ball control and ball security. We have seen it by the men in the green shirts tonight. They really have controlled this football game in a lot of ways, but this drive typical of what they can do on offense in terms of burning clock and keeping control.
Don't miss any TV sports coverage of NCAA women's basketball as we present the Time Warner Challenge this Sunday at 4:30. It's an in-state battle. The Nebraska Cornhuskers hosting their rivals, the Creighton Blue Jays, live from the Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. We'll have complete coverage exclusively on our cable network, NETV2, live at 4:30 this Sunday. It's the Time Warner Challenge on NETV Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. You talk about controlling this game so far, 15 minutes and 29 seconds time of possession for Millard West, 7:19 for North Platte. And that tells a big tale tonight.
Incredible, incredible. But yet the score, 14-7, and Millard West getting extremely close here, and that North Platte defense going to try to see if they can solve a couple of mysteries right here, one of which is how do we stop number 44?
Hadn't been done tonight. 18 carries, 116 yards. Duggar, 13 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Wildcats. 3rd and 2. The give to the deep back in the eye. It's Duggar in for his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Lead blocks up inside. Who else? Keith Hoff, Nick Leaders. At the left side of that Millard West line, James Septak. They made that look very easy.
Banyan will come on to try the point. His kick is good. And with 1:12 remaining in the first half, Millard West has jumped out to a 14-point lead, 21-7 over North Platte.
Here it is again, leading up into the hole. There you see number 65, also Ryan Ewing, pulling from that right guard spot, just getting in people's ways, and made it look very easy, as I said.
3 touchdowns last week, 3 more tonight for Jake Duggar. Check out the upcoming sports schedule on NETV or maybe the entire Nebraska ETV, NETV2, or Nebraska Public Radio broadcast schedules by visiting our network website at net.unl.edu. Adrian, let me ask you this. Duggar with 3 touchdowns last week, 3 more this week. Is he a playoff Duggernaut? Oh, that's terrible. I can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry, folks. Send your letters to Nebraska ETV. Criticisms.
I'm going to be thinking about that the rest of the game and trying to come up with something to top it, Kevin.
Wouldn't take much. Kickoff into the end zone for the touchback, and North Platte will start from the 20-yard line.
For those of you watching that wonder about that whistle there, in high school, when the football crosses the plane of the goal line on a kickoff like that, it's an automatic touchback. He does not have a choice to run it out. So that is why you saw the whistle in college. You're used to watching college football. That can be run out. And that probably would have been run out on that play. But in high school, the ball's dead, and it comes out to the 20.
Millard West has run 45 plays in this first half. North Platte 12 offensive plays. This is the 13th. Woodhead looking for some running room. He's got a lane. Woodhead with a chance to go, and he's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Clock stops with 1:03 remaining in the first half, and Ben Woodhead nearly broke it.
Watch the control here by Woodhead. He's out there and he sees everything pursuing a fast pursuit, hot pursuit. He lets that all set up. He lets him overcommit, as we talked about earlier, and then cuts it back behind about 3 or 4 green shirts and gets upfield and looked like what was going to be a loss turns it into a great game.
21 yards on the carry for Woodhead. First down and 10 from the 41. Woodhead out of the gun. Fires it out, complete and out of bounds. Quick play made by Tracy Bargman. Short pickup on the play of 3.5 yards. Clock stops, 59 seconds remaining first half.
Good job by Bargman to catch the ball in traffic. Couple 3 jerseys, green jerseys around him down there. But he just came up with the football, and a good job by Ben Woodhead to fit the ball in there.
Woodhead can throw. 907 yards, 7 touchdowns through the air this season. Nearly 50%, actually a little better than 50% throwing the football this year.
53 to be exact, Kevin. And yes, he can throw the football very well.
2nd and 7, 44-yard line. Woodhead looking to throw again. Pump fakes, fires it out, and it's going to be intercepted. Bobby Dannenauer with the interception for Millard West. And North Platte turns it away.
Excuse me, Kevin. Bobby picked one off against Lincoln Southeast in the playoffs, and now here coming up big again in the state championship final. And watch Woodhead here. And he knew right away when he let it go. He's trying to look left and go across the field. He gets hit just as he releases it. And that had something to do with the pass interception. But if you're not sure, you got people covered. Let's take a look here, see if we can find out who hit him just at the last moment there, Kevin. A little watch here on the screen.
Believe it was number 99, Scott McLaughlin.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was. And so here we go. They've got 51 seconds to move it.
And the give is to Duggar. Duggar over the right side, brought down by Tim Kelly at the 49-yard line. A 6-yard gain for Millard West.
Millard West has a timeout left here in the first half. 39 seconds and ticking on the clock. They'll try to get a first down here. If not, they'll probably, well, we'll see here. The clock's still going. They're looking for a play.
2nd and 3. Taking more time than they usually do. And the give goes right up the middle, and a big gain for Hoff into North Platte territory at the 35-yard line. He will not be denied.
He looked like Dusty Hoof coming out of shoot number 1 on that one. Holy smokes. This kid is incredible. Just struggles for every yard, and he makes it.
What a night he's had already. His 19th carry, 132 yards rushing in the first half.
Gonna have to, speaking of Dusty Hoofs, we're gonna have to dust off the record book here and keep that handy here as we move into the second half.
Now there's a couple of backs that continue on this pace, and they'll get close to some state championship records for sure.
And right now the Millard West team is gathered up over there talking with Dan McLaughlin. That was the North Platte team with Bob Ziner, their coach. And they're trying to come up with a play here. They have 18 seconds left. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Try to come up with, they've got time for a couple of plays here. If they can get a deep one into the zone, into the end zone, see what happens there. Or maybe a 12 to 15-yard out, get it down the sideline and get that receiver out of bounds. But we'll see what happens. Here we go. Exciting time here.
Single game playoff record for rushing yardage, 336 yards.
The Billups
by Jermaine Billups. Yeah. Looking to throw. Back across the field towards the quarterback, Morrissey, and oh my! Clotheslined by Dan Woodhead as he went up for the ball, and it falls incomplete. Oh, what a hit.
Talk about the hitting going on at the old ballpark tonight. You see it again. The throwback by Duggar here. Pretty good throw, but Dan Woodhead, well, he eliminates all of that, and Morrissey pays the price. Rob Morrissey. He said, I'd rather stay on the mound than get hit like that.
He's sending the message back to the sideline right now. I'm the quarterback. I think I'll quit being the receiver for a while. Those guys really hit out there.
Wearing that number 7, reminiscent of another 7 that plays in this ballpark.
2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Gets it away over the middle, and it's incomplete. Crowd wanted a flag. They're not going to get it. Tracy Bargman on the coverage, and he gets congratulations from his teammates as that pass falls incomplete.
Let's take a look here again, see if we can. There's the pressure right there, and the ball way by there. I don't know that he had a chance to catch it. Perhaps that was the reason for no flag. I was looking for the hand over the head, didn't see it though.
Kozney, the intended receiver, and I think you're right, Abe. I think that ball was uncatchable.
Yeah.
A little far away.
That would be my interpretation. 6 seconds left here.
No timeouts left for Millard West. They have a 14-point lead. Morrissey sends Duggar in motion. They give it up the middle to Keith Hoff. Hoff down to the 30-yard line, and that is the end of the first half at Memorial Stadium. A first half dominated by the Millard West Wildcats. The scoreboard doesn't really show the domination. 21-7, Millard West with the lead, but they have run up some big yardage and some big effort on the field here tonight in this first half. It's been a great first half for the Wildcats. North Platte will go into the locker room with this consolation. They're still very much in this game.
You bet. Still very, very much in this football game. Anybody's football game at this point, Kevin. So no time to get the dauber down. Just get in the locker room, regroup, get your breath, and come out.
Larry Putney standing by with Millard West head coach Dan McLaughlin.
Coach, it's not often that in an offense your fullback is the first option, but I guess we're understanding why you call Hoff your first option.
Well, yeah, he's a great running back. He's tough to bring down because he's low to the ground. He's strong, lowers his shoulder, gets into people, and then he keeps good leg drive after contact.
And defensively, you've only allowed 97 yards on the ground and 96 of those coming on 2 plays.
Well, 2 big plays for them. Other than that, they haven't done anything, but they were 2 pretty stupid plays on our part. We missed 3 tackles on the touchdown run, and then our guys come up on the run around, and we worked on it all week, so I'm a little upset about that, but we're okay.
21-7.5. Thanks. Good luck, Coach.
Dan McLaughlin, the head coach of the Millard West Wildcats, halfway to a state championship. The Wildcats lead the Bulldogs of North Platte 21-7 at the half.
This program is made possible by the Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Always there when you need us. Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Funding for this program is made possible by Bryan LGH, your heart's natural rhythm. Keeping its pace is our specialty at Bryan LGH. We prove it every year by performing 1,500 open heart surgeries and 4,000 heart catheterizations. Although setting the pace is important, the most meaningful proof is living proof. Bryan LGH, the first name in heart care.
Warship. Technology and history converge at sea. Beneath the waves, a silent and deadly technology evolves.
This was a weapon to end all wars.
And floating fortresses become the world's new power brokers.
If you think of what carriers do, the leverage is mobility. You can show up anywhere.
Power and conflict on the high seas. Warship.
Wednesday night at 8 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
I'm Meryl Streep. Can television make a difference in our lives? It does make a difference. Television changes you, so it's important what you watch, when you watch. That's why I support public television, and I hope you will too.
Along with Adrian Fiala and Larry Putney and our entire Nebraska ETV sports production crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Halftime at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Millard West 21, North Platte 7 at the break. A dominating performance by Millard West, 290 yards of total offense on 50 plays in that first half. Larry Putney standing by down on the field with a special halftime guest.
And guests, Kevin, Tobacco-Free Nebraska has a new program this year by which they are offering $100,000 grants to schools all across Nebraska. All you had to do was apply for the grant and talk about what you might do with the money if you were granted a $100,000 grant. Well, one of the winners was Omaha Central. And joining us from Omaha Central is Brig George, also to my right, Harry Gaylor, one of the sponsors, and Vicki Wiles, also a sponsor, all from Omaha Central. Brig, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you did, first of all, to get the grant?
Basically, Project Y, it's a grant that we applied for. Our marketing department applied for it. The students applied for it, and we had to write out a grant, and we submitted it, and they chose us. Basically, Project Y's main message is, to get students to ask questions about tobacco.
So what have you done with the money?
What we've done with the money is we first of all, we had a great time. We had a blast. We have had tobacco-free rallies, which we brought in professional motivational speakers that talk to the kids about making decisions about tobacco and stuff like that. We've also had the chance to produce many promotional items that you see here. We've got different types of posters. We've also had billboards. We're in the process right now of producing 2 public service announcements. and a radio ad. So
talk about your website a little bit.
The website is www.omahawysmoke.com, and it basically it tells the people who go there about, everything we're doing, and it has a lot of really neat things, really interactive. It's really fun.
Harry, have you seen the students really get involved in this?
Obviously, we've done a lot of work on it, and spending $100,000 judiciously is a challenge for any high school student. And we've got a lot of kids involved in our particular market area, our target, which we did the 3 junior highs that feed us, and Central Omaha, and the people that are connected with Central High School. You're including about 5,000 students, plus all of their parents and so forth. And it's a challenge to influence attitudes and habits.
Vicki, is it nice to see the students get behind something like this?
Oh, it's great to see it, and they've been really creative. They've done a lot more creative things than I think a lot of the adults could come up with, from the press kits that they did to the rallies and identifying the speaker, and they've really done some professional items also in arranging it and logistics of it all. It's been real gratifying, and we've been real proud of the group. They've done a great job.
That throw rug really looks great. You guys did a nice job with that. You have any money left?
Well, we're right now, in the process of producing the 2 TV spots and stuff like that. So we're pretty much sticking right to our budget.
Okay, well, it wasn't like I was looking for a loan. I was just curious if you had anything left.
Right.
Well, if I were a student thinking about smoking, what would you say to me very quickly?
I would basically say never take the first puff. Never go there. Don't be seduced by tobacco.
Thanks very much. Appreciate you joining us and terrific work you're doing. The folks from Omaha Central, back up to you guys.
Question about it. A tremendous effort by these kids as they put this together pretty much on their own, and a great job. Congratulations to them. 21-7 halftime score. Millard West leading the North Platte Bulldogs in the Class A state championship.
Funding for this program is provided in part by Tobacco-Free Nebraska, a campaign created to educate Nebraskans about health risks associated with tobacco use.
Secondhand smoke is more than annoying. It seriously affects thousands of Nebraskans, smokers and non-smokers, with over 4,000 chemicals and cancer-causing toxins. Secondhand smoke is a first-rate killer.
Next time on Nature. Wildlife. You can't live with them, and these days it seems impossible to live without them. They're in our cars, in our homes, and in our face. But in this turf war, just who's invading whom?
Sunday night at 7 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
The arts are what separates us from animals.
It's what makes us unique.
I love the Mona Lisa.
Andy Warhol.
Citizen Kane. Punk. Opera.
Rock.
Polka.
Bob Ross.
The stage.
Movies.
It's what makes us different. It's what makes us think,
feel, live,
love.
That's why I watch Life 360.
Next Exit.
Great performances.
American Masters.
On Nebraska ETV.
On Nebraska ETV.
On Nebraska ETV.
This is your Nebraska ETV network.
The Wildcats of Millard West lead North Platte 21-7 at halftime at Memorial Stadium. The Class A State High School Football Championship here on Nebraska ETV. Along with Adrian Fiala and Larry Putney and our entire Nebraska ETV sports production crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Certainly glad you're with us. More championship football tomorrow. Classes C1 and B will crown champions. And of course, you'll see complete coverage right here on Nebraska ETV beginning at 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow afternoon. So be sure to join us for those 2 championship games tomorrow right here at Memorial Stadium. This one tonight, it's not really showing up on the scoreboard. 21-7, Millard West with a 2-touchdown lead. But it's more dominant when you look at the statistical numbers, Aid, as we've been doing up here. 16 minutes time of possession for Millard West in this first half. It's been an amazing first half. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Right now, though, let's go to public address announcer Rich Broderson for a special halftime presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special halftime presentation this evening. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed by U.S. Bank and the NSAA to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 3 Nebraska high school seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, U.S. Bank and the NSAA would like to honor the Believers and Achievers who are with us tonight. Presenting the Believer and Achiever Awards are U.S. Bank Representative Dolores Tearway and NSAA Board of Control Chairman Dr. Bob Resnicek from Omaha West Side High School. Our first honoree is Laura Bowersox of Donovan Trumbull High School. Laura maintains a 3.88 grade point average while participating in volleyball, track and field, and journalism. She has lettered in volleyball and track and has earned academic all-state honors in both sports. Laura is a member of the National Honor Society, Donovan Trumbull Student Advisory Committee, the Future Career and Community Leaders of America. Outside of school, she has been involved in 4-H and has donated her time to the Community Bloodmobile, Food Pantry, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Bowersox. Our next honoree is Stacy Nelson of Boone Central High School. Stacy has a 4.0 grade point average while participating in volleyball, basketball, track and field, and play production. Stacy is a member of the National Honor Society, Future Business Leaders of America, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Her community service work includes being a co-leader for the Nebraska Youth Network and volunteering for the Albion Chamber of Commerce Halloween Parade and Toys for Tots program. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacy Nelson. Our final Believer and Achiever this evening is Alan Steinkraus of Plainview High School. Alan carries a 3.92 grade point average while taking part in football, basketball, golf, play production, speech, and music. He is a 2-time state speech qualifier who finished 6th in entertainment speaking at the 1999 Class C1 State Speech Championships. Last year, Allen qualified for the Boys State Golf Championships and has been a member of 2 state football playoff qualifying teams. Allen has also earned superior ratings at the District Music Contest and is a member of the National Honor Society, Future Farmers of America, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Future Career and Community Leaders of America, and 4-H. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Steinkraus. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the 2001-2002 Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
And congratulations on behalf of everyone at Nebraska ETV as well. Tremendous job by those 3 students. A great job in the classroom and in the community. 21-7, Millard West leading North Platte, halftime of the Class A state championship.
This program is made possible by the Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Always there when you need us. Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Funding for this program is made possible by Brian LGH, your heart's natural rhythm. Keeping its pace is our specialty at Brian LGH. We prove it every year by performing 1,500 open heart surgeries and 4,000 heart catheterizations. Although setting the pace is important, the most meaningful proof is living proof. Brian LGH, the first name in heart care.
In the world of showbiz, Quincy Jones is an acknowledged master.
Tremendous pop music maestro.
He proved he could capture the imagination of the world.
He gives us the beat, and it's always the right tempo, right in the pocket. Meet Quincy Jones, an American master.
Sunday night at 9 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
I'm Jim Lara. The world changed on September the 11th. what's next in the fight against terrorism at home and around the world. Each weeknight, we'll bring you reports, analysis, and perspective to keep you informed about this complex story. Join us here on the News Hour.
Weeknights at 6 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
This is your Nebraska ETV network.
Millard West 21, North Platte 7. As we get ready to start this second half of play in the Class A State High School Football Championship tonight, the Wildcats with that 2-touchdown lead over North Platte as we get ready to start the second half. But before we start it, let's take a look at some highlights from the first half of action here tonight. And Jake Duggar with 3 touchdowns on the night. Here's one of them and a huge block from Nick Leaders.
That was the block that Leaders just pancake Bargman on it, and this is Danny Woodhead going to get going here now. Just a missed tackle right there. And the rest is all on its own. It's just speed and quickness all the way to the end zone. 75 yards on the run.
Dan Woodhead on the night, 5 carries, 77 yards. And again, Duggar working hard on that carry. And Hoff then another big play. Keith Hoff has had a ton of big plays tonight. 21 carries, 140 yards for Keith Hoff. And this one, the big pass play to Cody Collins, 56 yards. North Platte unable to convert after that play.
Run down Kevin by Duggar on the play. He is the go-to guy on their offense. Also tremendous speed. And he was able to catch up to Collins on the play. Collins maybe thought, hey, I got myself a big one here. I'm taking it to the zone. But Jake Duggar ran him down.
Millard West on pace to run 100 offensive plays. They ran 50 in that first half.
50 for 290 total offensive yards. And then, Kevin, you look at the fact that they didn't punt it at all. They had no turnovers. Just very little in the way of return yards. But, again, 290 yards total. Let's go down to the field and Larry Putney. Larry?
Guys, I'm here with North Platte head coach Bob Zoner. How do you handle their physicalness up front?
Yeah, it was they pretty well manhandled us up front. We think we're gonna stem our tackles a little bit this second half, and I'm sure they'll take the ball since 81st. So we'll see how the defense goes. We got to to do some things offensive. We got to have the football. So they pretty well, like I say, they manhandled us up front. So we're going to have to be just a little more physical and do some stemming and stuff up front.
All right, thanks. Best of luck.
It'll take a great deal of stemming to stop this tide that we're looking at here from Millard West. Millard West ran 50 plays in that first half, Kevin, and North Platte just 15. And boy, my word, it's still, that score is just 21-7, and still within striking distance is North Platte.
Let's look at the halftime stats, and we'll get a little idea as to what this game has shown statistically, and it's been more dominant in the statistics. Look at the rushing yardage. 44 plays for 276 yards for Millard West.
Exactly, and again, as we talked about earlier, they've run 35. Millard West has run 35 more plays than North Platte tonight, and when you translate that times a per play pickup of almost 6 yards per play, then you see where the difference comes in. That's almost over 200 yards additional yardage just on that per play calculation. So their work, North Platte's work, is cut out for them here in the second half. And again, they're just 14 points down here. Still pretty much anybody's ball game. But Kevin, I think if Millard West comes out and they drill one on their first possession, things could get a little bit embarrassing. Let's hope that, but we're about ready to go here.
Millard West an amazing 7 for 10 on third down conversions.
Man,
I mean, that's an impressive number. 70% on third down.
I don't think they had any fourth downs, did they?
Well, 1 for 2 on fourth down.
1 for 2, okay.
McCarthy will kick it off, and a kick taken at the 10-yard line by Fisher. Fisher up the sideline to the 28, and Millard West starts off there. First down and 10 here as we begin the play in the third quarter.
Once again, McCarthy kicking it to the corner on the right-hand side there, and you just saw the effect of that. Fisher on the return had just about one place to go, and that's up that far sideline. You just don't want to come across the field and try to pick up yardage that way. You're sure to get tackled back there, perhaps for a big loss. So you just got to take it up, and actually not too bad there in terms of the spot.
First down and 10, 28-yard line. Morrissey to Hoff, right up the middle. that looks familiar to you, it's about the same thing that happened 21 times or so in that first half. That's the 22nd carry of the night for Keith Off.
He just keeps grinding away. That young man right there, as you heard Dan McLaughlin, the head coach for Millard West, talk about him at the break. Low to the ground, strong, tough, keeps the legs running, just all the things a fullback classically needs to do.
2nd down and 5. Motion, and they give it to Duggar, who came in motion, and Duggar driven down at the 35-yard line. Pretty good play made by the North Platte defense that time, led by Adam O'Rourke.
It really is, Kevin, because that's that flash play that's become so popular. OU made it popular last year, continued it this year. Nebraska has run it a number of times with Thunder Collins this year. And they're trying to do it with Duggar, and Duggar's got the speed and the quickness and the ability to get it done. So that's a nice play up there by O'Rourke.
It's a big play for that North Platte defense. They'd love to start a 3-and-out on this first series. The give on the left side, and they'll do it. Hoff stuck at the line of scrimmage. Penetration made by Tim Kelly, the senior, 6'2", 260 pounds, and Millard West is stopped on 3rd down.
You got to do that to stop him. Dead in his tracks. Get right there. Get there if you can. Again, just a block missed up there. Underneath it all was number 75, Joel Juergens. He had a little bit of a hand in the play, but again, it was number 70, as you said, Tim Kelly, who really just stuck his nose right up in there before the play got started, and that's the key to stopping Hoff.
First time tonight that Millard West has been forced to punt with Jake Duggar. Collins coming up on it at the 35, and a lot of green jerseys in front of him and nowhere to go. The ball pops free, and Millard West has it. Millard West recovers at the North Platte 33-yard line.
Looks like Tom Young, 35, comes up with a football for Millard West, and what a serious momentum change that will contribute to this ball game. Tough play. The ball was a low line driver. Well, not a low line driver, but just a quick flat kick, and again the receiver up there, Collins, fielded it on the run, and then he was faced with just barreling into the defense. Didn't do that, and then boom, the fumble comes.
Morrissey to throw, steps into the pocket for Duggar, who had a step, but it's incomplete.
Millard West trying to do the quick strike right now after the turnover, and just about within about 8 inches of making that play work, as Duggar going down the near hash stripe here, just a straight fly pattern right down the middle on that hash, and trying to catch up to the football thrown by Rob Morrissey.
2nd down and 10. Lining up in that Maryland eye again. On 2nd down, Duggar gets the carry over the left side, and well, that's a good way to run. That left side has opened up some huge holes to run through tonight.
Kevin,
Millard West.
what they do is they block Septak and Leaders straight ahead, and then they pull Ryan Ewing, that right guard, they pull him around. The center blocks down Adrian Dykstra, and Ewing comes around that and leads it up into the hole. That's just a really tough system to go against.
3rd down and 4. Duggar again on the left side, and Duggar very close to another Millard West first down. Going to depend on the spot as they mark it even with that first down line.
Just the same play they ran last time or thereabouts, again with Septak Leaders, Dykstra blocking down, Ryan Ewing coming around again, pulling and leading the play, and it indeed is a first down.
Another 3rd down conversion for Millard West.
And here's where defensive fatigue is a problem. Even though they just came off the halftime, this defense has been on the field all but one play here.
They had the momentum. They had stopped Millard West on 3rd down, and then the fumble. Over the right side this time for Duggar. He'll move it down just past the 20-yard line, pickup of 3.5 yards. Duggar now over 100 yards on the night.
Wow. Good to see Jake McCarthy back on defense. We saw him kick, but he had a tremendous hit on Morrissey in the first half. A little problem with his shoulder, but number 41, Jake McCarthy, back in the ball game.
Second and 6 from the 19. The give is to Stallnecker, and Stallnecker brought down in the backfield. Joel Juergens got him for a loss.
Quick off the football, number 75. He takes that block to the inside, gets off the block, and then, whoops, it looked like he almost caught that leg underneath there. Stalnecker bearing the brunt of big number 75, Joel Juergens, 275 pounds.
Yeah, when you get tackled by Juergens, I think you stay tackled. Morrissey rolling out on 3rd down. Fires it, and it is caught at the 11-yard line. The catch made by Jordan Chastain, and that's another Millard West 3rd down conversion for a first.
Terrific catch by Chastain, the senior. As you see the play action right here, again holds everybody in for a count. Here comes the pressure on the back end, quite a ways away, and a perfect throw right here as Jordan goes down for the football. Maybe not a perfect throw, a perfect spiral, but again, up a little bit, maybe he can go with it.
First down and 10 from the 11. Duggar gets the call, and he's stacked up at the 9. .7:35 remaining 3rd quarter. And Millard West trying to make the road for North Platte even longer.
They can get a first down, Kevin, at the 1 here.
2nd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. Fake to Duggar. Morrissey trying to get away. He won't do it. Down he goes. A loss on the play as he's brought down in the backfield by Josh Bukowski.
Bukowski got the tackle, but John Mann did the hard work. He kept the play contained. Watch him, 82 here. See, he got blocked to the outside, but he kept the play inside, and that allowed pursuit by number 65, as Kevin told you, Bukowski, to come in and make the play. Good teamwork.
It's a big play for the North Platte defense. This one is bigger, though. 3rd down and 16. Morrissey gives it off at the line of scrimmage to Hoff, and Hoff runs into a brick wall. Adam O'Rourke standing up. Keith Hoff, one of the few times tonight Hoff has been pushed back.
And Josh Hyatt, 27, underneath it. There you see him, underneath it all. They all combined to stop Hoff, and it's one of the few times, Kevin, tonight they have been able to do that. But a great job by number 27, Josh Hyatt.
Banyan now will try a 32-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is no good. Sailed wide to the left. And North Platte turns Millard West away. Maybe a momentum shift.
Could very well be. We'll have to wait to see how that result comes out. But again, they had a golden opportunity to take it in after that fumble.
NETV sports coverage of the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships is brought to you by Brian LGH, the first name in heart care. By NPPD, always there when you need us. And by Tobacco-Free Nebraska, for a great state of health.
What needs to happen now is the North Platte offense needs to stay on the field for a while. They need to play a little ball control and protect the football and give their defense time to rest down there and hopefully get the ball downfield and put one in the end zone. That's what they'd like to do. But again, their defense has been on the field a lot here in the second half.
62 plays run in this game by Millard West. On the toss on 1st down, Woodhead trying to get away. Spins away from one man, but he's in trouble, and down he goes. That play was in trouble from the very beginning. Nick Leaders finally shoved him out for a loss on the play of 7 yards.
Leaders gets to tackle Joey Hurley coming up from his spot on the defense and making the play, and not making the tackle actually, but making a hit and slowing down that ball carrier. Leaders finished him off, but Joey Hurley, senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds, number 40.
Second down, 17 to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. Play fake. Woodhead rolling. Wants to throw, fires it out. It is incomplete. Jay Husemuller, the intended receiver. Woodhead on the run, just trying to get away. Larry Putney standing by down on the field. Larry, what do you have?
Well, guys, at the beginning of the year, Brett Orr was going to be the quarterback for North Platte. But when he was injured and Ben Woodhead took over, you see there on the sideline Bob Zoner and that sheet he has in front of him. He had about 40 plays on that sheet. Well, when Ben took over at quarterback, he said he did so many things so well, including running the ball. They just started adding to suit his needs and to suit what he can do. And by the time it was over, they're at about 88 plays on that sheet right now.
trying to find one that'll get him 17 yards here on third down. Woodhead out of the gun. Looking for somebody to throw it to. Backs up into the end zone. He's in trouble. Fires it out. It's intercepted. And a touchdown. Nick Leaders scoring for the Wildcats.
And all because of pressure on the quarterback down there. Woodhead trying to find somebody downfield. When you're in your own end zone, you have to be extremely careful. And you see the frustration there on Woodhead's, well, between the cage there, between the bars and the cage. And Kevin, that might be a real decisive blow here. Because now that defense, well, line it up here.
Banyan will try the extra point. He's been perfect tonight, and he still is. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter, and Millard West now with a 28-7 lead thanks to this play from Nick Leaders.
He's looking downfield. Everybody covered. Now let's go back to a secondary receiver. Nothing there, and here comes the pressure. And it looked, was that 69? Is that Pat Johnson when came in? Or it looked like 69. Pat Johnson on the pressure as Nick Leaders comes up with the intercepted pass, and a big-time play from a big-time player.
Tried to lob it out to Josh Hyatt, and Leaders on his way to Iowa State stepped in front of it and ran it in for the score.
Kevin, numbers I have, that would be his first interception on the year. I show him for about 89 tackles, 8 sacks, but no pass interceptions.
I agree. That's his first one.
What a big one it is here in the state championship final.
Yeah, not a bad time to pick up your first of the year. And now North Platte really behind the 8 ball. Kickoff taken by Collins at the 8. They'll run the reverse on the return to Woodhead. Woodhead trying to get something going. Look at that cut again by Woodhead. Again the cut. Woodhead down the sidelines. And Woodhead finally shoved out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Oh, he's a special player.
Kevin, you know the great thing about that run is we get to watch him play another couple of years. He's a sophomore, but man, can he play. Plays like a senior. Watch the moves and the speed and the field recognition here. Look at that. Two guys going down just on that move. The kicker out there, man, and has a shot. He doesn't get it done, and now the angle helps right there, and he goes out of bounds. But Dan Woodhead, terrific football player, and again, just a sophomore.
5:28 remaining in the third, and North Platte has got to get something going on this possession here. Down by 21. Still time, but they need points. Bob Zoner knows it. And he and the Bulldog coaching staff trying to find a way to get this team into the end zone. Ben Woodhead on first down. The toss to Dan Woodhead. Sheds one tackle. Look at him shedding tackles and finally ridden down out of bounds. Tough run from Dan Woodhead. Just his 7th carry of the night.
Watch the block by 39, Jay Husmuller. He's taken on the corner up there. That's number 40 coming up to make the hit. Joey Hurley on the corner, but he took him out of the play, and Woodhead goes up for about 5 or 6 more yards, and a second and short yardage situation right here,
which North Platte has not had too much tonight. 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. Woodhead looking for somewhere to go with it, and is down at the 44-yard line. He'll lose a couple on that play, bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Ben trying to get the ball to his brother Danny, his younger brother, and again Millard West stringing that play out. 59 there, Ryan O'Neal. So that'll make it. They actually lose yardage, as you said, Kevin. Lost a couple on the play and make it 3rd and 5.
4:45 remaining third quarter. 28-7 Millard West. Woodhead to throw. Floats it out there through the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete. Trying to hit out there in the flat Craig Karstensen, but Karstensen could not hang on.
Just a little bit over the outstretched fingertips of Karstensen. He had the backer beat out of the backfield. Tough, as I say, you heard it before, tough for that linebacker to get out there into the flat and make those kind of plays.
Woodhead will punt it away. They'll fake the punt. Woodhead looking to run, trying to take it up the middle. Woodhead gets away from one man, still on his feet, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down.
He needed 2 more yards to get upfield and could not get it done, and the ball will indeed go over. Looking here to throw the football, but that is covered downfield, and now let's try to get going. And again, just 2 yards short of coming up with the first down.
Back down onto the field with Larry Putney.
Guys, I'm here with a couple of current Huskers. Brett Lindstrom, the quarterback, who, by the way, is the all-time leading rusher in Millard West history, and Matt Albertson, who is an I-back at Nebraska now, and, by the way, one of the toughest players, according to Coach Bob Zoner, to ever play at North Platte. You guys just happen to locker to each other. How has that gone this week?
We've had a little bets, nothing illegal, but
yeah, some talking. That's about it.
Jack O'Holler and I, Chris Septak, Kalowski, and Brian Nelson all played for Millard West, so we razz each other a little bit, and it's pretty funny. But it looks like Millard West is doing pretty good, so.
Yeah, no, what are you going to say now here, Matt?
You know what? I'm just really proud of these kids. You know, they had such a great season, and the game's not over. You know, you never know what can happen, but you know, they've just made a couple mistakes, and they need to fight back. It's time right now.
And I'm sure you get out to North Platte and you hear things from North Platte, and I'm sure you're hearing a lot of talk about this Woodhead kid, the sophomore.
Oh yeah, you know, they lost a game earlier this season, and you know they've really come back. You know, and they're playing so well. You know, they've just made a couple mistakes, and you know they're not out of it. It's not over.
All right, so they have some little side things going, but just in case you're worried about NCAA, you know, nothing illegal. No. All the bets are on the up and up. That's Brett Lindstrom, former player at Millard West, now current Husker quarterback, and Matt Albertson, current Husker I-back and former player at North Platte. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, it's good to know that there's nothing shady going on between those two guys.
Absolutely. You heard it here.
3rd down and a yard to go for Millard West. And the give going up the middle, fumble on the play, and Morrissey covers it up for the Wildcats, but they'll be turned away on 3rd down again.
Trying to get it to Hoff. He did get it to Hoff, and then Hoff again bounced immediately, stuffed him immediately before he could get that steam going up inside. And the ball came loose, and Rob Morrissey, the quarterback there, alertly watching the play, and covers it, but that'll bring up the punt.
Cody Collins and Dan Woodhead back deep to receive this punt. Duggar to kick it. Kicks it right in the direction of Collins. Collins makes the fair catch signal at the 19-yard line. Get all the inside information on the Huskers after the Colorado game on Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday, November 27th, live at 7 p.m. It's a complete review of the game with highlights, commentary, discussion, and you as we take your live phone calls and emails. That's Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday, November 27th, right here on Nebraska ETV, Nebraska's home for sports.
Kevin, I'll have you know that when I watch that program, I wear my Big Red Wrap-Up hat.
I appreciate that.
You bet
that you do that.
Promote and advertise that program. Great show. Everybody asks about it everywhere I go.
1st down and 10, 19-yard line. The toss to Woodhead. And Woodhead brought down nicely at the 20-yard line by guess who? Nick Leaders. Well, he's lived up to his billing tonight, hasn't he?
Sure has. All-state player last year. He'll most definitely be in that category again, a 2-time All-State player, probably an All-Nebraska player, I would say, just by the looks of things here tonight. Headed over to Dan McCartney's program at Iowa State.
I think he's getting a good one.
No question about that. 6'3", 265. Arrives at every play with a bad attitude.
Woodhead throw complete at the 26-yard line, and Bargman will go no further.
College coaches like those linebackers. They like those defensive guys who get to the football and arrive, as they say, with a bad attitude, as we see it again here. And a good hit there by Duggar.
Second catch of the night for Tracy Bargman, his 15th of the year. Time winding down in this third quarter. North Platte trailing 28-7 here in the Class A state championship. Woodhead fires it out again and again. Bargman is there to make the catch, and a first down for North Platte. Just their 4th first down of the night. In comparison or contrast, Millard West has 19.
Kevin, they saw the coverage pretty soft out there. Duggar about 7, maybe 8 yards off the football, with only about 4 yards to pick up for the first down. And they isolated this receiver over here on the left side, split everybody else to the right, and that just came back with that short pass, just enough to pick up that first down. But again, that soft coverage by the right corner down here accounted for most of that.
First down and 10, 33-yard line. The toss to the right side to Woodhead. Dan Woodhead with some running room. He's got a first down out to the 45 of North Platte.
And he just keeps churning away. He got a good block again from Husmuller to the right side there. Number 39, and then it's upfield. What's he doing for yardage here thus far, Kevin?
90 yards on 9 carries.
So he'll be cracking 100 here pretty soon, maybe within the next play or two.
North Platte 111 yards rushing on the night. 90 of those belong to Dan Woodhead. First down and 10 from the 45. Woodhead to throw, fires it out, caught by Collins. Collins trying to get some running room and gets a couple of yards before being brought down by number 69 Pat Johnston.
And Johnston came a long way that time. Receiver breaking off the line, coming back for the play. You see him coming back into the screen. A few moves here, and there's 69 just bearing down. He was in on the pressure to start with, and then he came back and made the hit. Pat Johnston has been around a lot of big plays tonight.
Second down 7, 48-yard line. Another quick throw, this time to Dan Woodhead, trying to get him out and shoved out of bounds nicely. And good coverage by Hurley. And now a flag comes in late. Hurley might have gotten him a little too far out of bounds.
That quick two-man screen out here down below us to the left-hand side, and Ben Deutschman trying to make the block. Here's the call, personal foul. Millard West.
So they will tack on, and it'll be a first down for North Platte into Millard West territory. See if we can catch it here.
Yep.
Kept driving him out of bounds.
Driving him out of bounds and finally bringing him down and keeping onto that leg after he was clear out of the bounds, clear out of the restraining area. Dan McLaughlin, the head coach for Millard West, saying, what was that?
And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Millard West, 12 minutes away from a state championship. They lead the North Platte Bulldogs 28-7, the start of the fourth quarter, when we return to Memorial Stadium in just a moment.
Funding for this program is provided in part by Tobacco-Free Nebraska, a campaign created to educate Nebraskans about health risks associated with tobacco use.
Secondhand smoke is more than annoying. It seriously affects thousands of Nebraskans, smokers and non-smokers, with over 4,000 chemicals and cancer-causing toxins. Secondhand smoke is a first-rate killer.
Events that happen across the globe affect you. Keep up to date with the latest international issues. I'm Daljit Dhaliwal. Join me weeknights at 10 p.m. Central for World News for Public Television on Nebraska ETV2.
28-7, Millard West leading over North Platte as we start the fourth quarter of play from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Along with Larry Putney down on our field, Adrian Fiala sitting next to me in the booth. I'm Kevin Kugler. First down and 10 for North Platte. Woodhead trying to get around the outside. He will not get away from Joey Hurley, who brings him down for a loss on first down.
Spread formation, shotgun. They faked the tackle trap right here. You see it right there. There's the fake. And now let's go. But Joey Hurley, very quick, gets off the block. He actually was blocked on the play. And he makes another big play. Joey Hurley in on several of those tonight. A lot of big play makers on defense for Millard West.
We've seen a lot of them tonight, led by Nick Leaders. 2nd and 14. Woodhead rolling out. In trouble. Woodhead trying to get away, and he cannot do it. They wrapped him up around the ankles, and give credit on the play to the tackle, Scott McLaughlin, who had him right around the shoe tops and would not let go.
There you see Scott McLaughlin, 99. His dad, the head coach here, also on the All-State watch list this year. And perhaps a Division I scholarship, perhaps somewhere in the offing. He's heard from Iowa State, Missouri, Nebraska, a few others. Good luck, Scott. Hope that'll work for you and you'll be able to further your education and play a little football.
3rd down 15. Woodhead to throw. Has a man open at the 32-yard line, complete to Woodhead, his brother, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line of Millard West, 2.5 yards shy of a first down.
On the coverage over there, Joe Knust, the corner. You'll see him come up here. Good throw right on the money to brother Danny, and there's this Knust, number 12. And he gets him out of bounds, and there's another hit out of bounds.
Very close to a late one.
That was close again.
4th down and 2, and obviously North Platte has to go for it here. 10:36 to play in the championship game, down 3 touchdowns. Woodhead looked like he wanted to do that shovel pass, instead just takes it up the middle himself, and he has the first down for the Bulldogs.
Smart move by Ben Woodhead, the quarterback. He saw there was room to run and room to make the first down without taking a chance, Kevin, of mishandling the football on the shovel pass. It was indeed designed to be the shovel pass, but he saw that opportunity, read it, and then took it. Great job by that youngster right there. Again, his first and only year at quarterback. He was a receiver last year. Really penciled in to do that again this year, but then that injury to Brett Orr, and he had to come up, step up, and man, he has done a terrific job.
So the drive stays alive for the Bulldogs. 1st down and 10 from the 24. On the toss to Dan Woodhead. Woodhead cannot get away from number 69. That's Pat Johnston again. He's had a big night too.
He really has. Between Leaders and Johnston, McLaughlin, and Hurley. A lot of tackles between those 4 fellows down there. That play again designed to try to get, there he goes again. Here comes Dan Woodhead, but 69 working off that block. Attempted block, I should say. He has the look of determination. Now look at that right there. He is intense, focused, and ready to rock somebody real quick.
2nd and 8. Woodhead to throw. Gets his brother at the 20, and his brother will not get away. O'Neal had a hand on him, and Ryan O'Neal brings him down along with Nick Leaders.
Had to wait for traffic to clear before he could deliver the football. That's why you saw the hesitation there. And then brother Danny again an excellent receiver to go along with the fact that he can run the football. Coming into the ball game, 24 receptions, 385 yards, and 4 touchdowns out of that.
He can do it all, and just a sophomore. 3rd down and 6. Woodhead with time. Now looking to run, and not a lot of running room there. Ran into the arms of Josh Zeppelin, and he'll lose 1.5 yards on the play. It's 4th down and long.
As quickly as this looks like it's open to go, it closes down, led by Zeppelin. And Ben's pretty quick in his own right, but Zeppelin there to meet him with a great deal of force, bring him right down. And this is a tough play. 4th and 8. Lots of room over on that left side to work. See what sort of formation they run here. See how soft that corner is on the left side, Kevin.
4 wide receivers into the pattern. Woodhead looking to throw. Long drop. Fires it out to his brother Dan. And Dan's in trouble, and down he goes. Defensed beautifully by Millard West. They allowed nothing on the play.
I think it was number 29, Eric Fisher, who was on the coverage, I believe. And he was with Dan Woodhead, step for step, all the way across. He had 3 receivers over here, including Dan Woodhead, and he lined it up and then cut it across, almost like a pseudo jailbreak screen. And Fisher was there to make the play. Larry?
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Sean McLaughlin, quarterback of University of South Dakota right now, and former quarterback of Millard West, who your dad's the head coach here, and you're also the MVP here of the Shrine Bowl. Talk about. Hang on a second. There we go. Talk about a little bit about what it's like to play for your dad, and have you given Scott any advice?
It's a lot of fun. He go over film sessions at home, of course. I just tell Scott to play hard as he can, and that's what you can do.
They're doing a pretty good job right now.
Oh yeah, he's playing great. Defense is playing great. Holding 7 points. Hopefully we can pull this one out.
You guys have any arguments at home about whether offense is real or defense is real football?
No, I don't. It's just go out and play.
All right, guys, that's Sean McLaughlin. Back to you.
Duggar out to the 35-yard line, a first down for Millard West. Sean McLaughlin, I know we remember him from that Shrine Bowl performance. What a job he did winning that Most Valuable Player award in the Shrine Bowl this past summer. Tremendous player.
He was absolutely terrific. South Dakota got a great one in Sean McLaughlin. And his brother's out there doing pretty well also tonight, again, as a Division I prospect. As Millard West now breaks it again, Kevin, they're on the move.
They'd love to milk that clock down out of the Maryland eye. The give over the left side. First time we've seen tonight, Marshall Brulin, junior running back, who takes it over that left side. Brulin, with his first carry, picks up about 10 yards on the play.
Well, would you say there's a new Marshall in town? I had to come up with that Duggernut thing. I match up with that Duggernut thing. A new Marshall's on the field.
7 yards for Marshall. He had 309 yards on the season. 6.5 to go. Brulin again gets the carry, bobbled it as he took it from the quarterback, got it under control and runs it out for the first down.
A little bit slippery to start, but he regained control, kept his poise and kept it up to the inside. Marshall Brulin, watch him here, following all that blocking up front, then he bounces it over to the left-hand side. Nick leaders are saying, way to go, Marshall. I like your running style, partner.
And stop and play. Bob Zonert with a chat with Marcus Wacker, the white hat. Not sure what they're talking about down there as they continue to converse on the sideline. And a smile on one of the assistant coaches' faces for North Platte.
They're going to one of the officials down there, one of the NSAA officials. Now, what on earth would that be?
I don't have the foggiest idea. Apparently there was a whistle blowing in the stands, we've been told. And they wanted to make sure they got that stop. 1st and 10 from midfield. And a stop on the play.
It's a fumble, Kevin.
A fumble on the play, and North Platte does have it. You're right.
They do, and I
the
think
bottom of the pile. Fumble picked up by Joel Juergens.
Exactly. The exchange was not there. It was so quick as Keith Hoff went running by on the snap. And again, this is such a quick offense that explodes on the snap. And again, it went right off the hip of Hoff, and Juergens was there to recover.
NETV sports coverage of the 2001 Nebraska State High School Football Championships brought to you by Brian LGH, the first name in heart care. By NPPD, always there when you need us. And by Tobacco-Free Nebraska for a great state of health. First down carry for Dan Woodhead. And he gets just past the line of scrimmage, and that is all.
North Platte, Kevin, 21 points down in the ball game, and now just 5:54 and counting. And obviously they need a quick score, and they need to get the ball back. They could maybe still get back in the ball game if they could just get up on the board in short order here.
They have all 3 timeouts left.
That'll call for some dazzle and some razzle and some plays to the sidelines and a few first downs to stop the clock and move the chains and go from there. But
well, they're taking a lot of time.
Yeah, too much time in the huddle, right?
On 2nd and 9. Good play fake by Woodhead. Floats it out there, and it's tipped away by Bobby Danenauer. Tremendous play by the senior Danenauer. Just tipped it away at the last moment.
Ball intended for the tight end, Adam O'Rourke, on the play. See him try to sneak it in between 2 players. That's tough right there. And Danenauer knocks it away. We saw a pass interception earlier by Danenauer, and now this pass broken up here as that stops the clock at 5:18.
Good look at Bobby Danenauer, whose dad is the athletic director at the University of Nebraska Omaha. Bob Danenauer.
Good buddy of yours, I think.
Woodhead rolling to the left side. He's in trouble. Gets away from two men. Gets away from a third. And Woodhead floats it out towards Collins. Collins reaches up and pulls it in. What a play. And North Platte is on the move.
If you'd have bought a ticket to that play, it would have been an e-ticket. It would have been a $3.50. $3.50 to get on that ride. My goodness. All made possible. Watch this here. This is incredible. There's one. There's two. There's three. Good block there. And now let's go downfield. And there you see the ball just on the fingertips of Cody Collins for the catch.
It's a heck of a catch by Collins, too.
Fun play. Turn your coach Gray.
4 wide into the pattern on 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run the option. Woodhead trying to cut it back against the grain, and he's brought down by Pat Lee.
Well, it's tough to run that short side option. You know, when you're looking at the blocking scheme on the short side there, you've got one guy that's always going to come up unaccounted for. It's tough to go that way, and well, you see what happens right there.
4.5 to go. Boy, North Platte taking a lot of time in their huddles. Second and 11 from the 22. The toss to Woodhead. Trying to cut it up the middle. Woodhead springs to the outside. One man to beat. Dives for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown.
That is one terrific football player, I want to tell you.
Doesn't get much better than that.
We have seen some talent on this field tonight. Keith Hoff, the fullback. Jake Duggar, the running back for Millard West. And that young man right there, and he is just a sophomore. And I suspect, Kevin, if justice is done, that young man would be an all-state player for the next 3 years if he keeps this up.
He's over 100 yards tonight in the state championship game. McCarthy, the try for point. And it's good. 2-touchdown lead now for Millard West. The fumble pays big dividends.
You got some blocking up front over there behind Stark and Kelly, but the rest is just moves and speed. And look at, he takes it in, takes that move to the inside, and then gets it to the pylon. Watch this here. Good block right there, number 88. That's Adam O'Rourke also. Let's throw him into the mix. And he just has terrific, terrific moves for a youngster.
If you would like to purchase a VHS tape of this game or any state high school football championship game, it's very easy. Just call 800-228-4630 Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 to 5 Central Time, and you'll be able to enjoy the 2001 football championships for years to come. That number again, 800-228-4630.
Kevin, real quickly, you know, Fred Petito said about Danny Woodhead, he said he kind of wished that Cade Pittman wouldn't have gotten hurt. Because Cade was their all-state running back. Here comes the kickoff. I'll finish that thought in a moment here.
The onside try. Battle for the loose ball, and who's got it? It's anybody's ball right now. And Millard West does have it. The Wildcats recover.
Good effort on the onside kick, and a flag goes flying. Probably something said down there. But just quickly to finish that thought, Fred Petito, the coach at Millard North, said, kind of wish that their all-state running back would not have gotten hurt, because Danny Woodhead came in and just shredded him. 226 yards against Millard North, and he scored all 3 of their touchdowns. As you see, personal foul against North Platte.
That is the first penalty of the night whistled against the Bulldogs.
Well done. And that one, that penalty probably just a little bit frustrating there, trying to come up with the football and, you know, another touchdown. They'd have gotten the ball at midfield and able to get one quick. They're just 7 points away in the ball game, but that's not going to happen. And now they have to contend with a starting point, well, about the 38-yard line in their own territory.
North Platte has done something that very few teams have been able to do against Millard West this year, and that's score more than one touchdown.
Just 2 teams have scored more than 7 points on the year.
And the give going up the middle to Hoff. his 29th carry of the night. And he moves it down to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 3.5 yards. Second down, 6 yards to go for Millard West. Up the middle it goes again. First man through is Hoff. And look at him work down to the 30-yard line. Well, he just does not stop.
He's like digging potatoes on that one. I want to tell you, he was burrowing and going and trying to find some room and burning the turf, doing everything he could. Just kept it going. What's he up to now over there?
161 yards on 30 carries.
Never let it be said that a fullback cannot get it done.
3rd down and 2. They give it to the fullback again, and this time he does not get it done. Nope, it is the quarterback, Morrissey, who keeps it. I'm so used to watching that fullback. I missed that one, and Morrissey, very frustrated. He is short of the first down.
Terrific fake right here, and see there, 3 white jerseys converge on Hoff on the play.
And 1 play-by-play announcer converged on Hoff as well.
But Adam O'Rourke there to make the play. 4th down here. Yard to go.
29-yard line. They'll go for it on 4th down and a yard. The give is to Lee. And Duggar gets it for the first down. To the 25-yard line. Got 2 great lead blocks and followed them right through for the first.
Going over that left side, leaders, Septak, Adrian Dykstra, the center. And then 2 lead blocks from the backs back there. And then Jake McCarthy, 41, underneath it all.
Be with us once again tomorrow morning at 1 p.m. Central Time for the Class C1 Championship. Boone Central against Pierce. We'll kick it off at 1 o'clock Central Time right here at Memorial Stadium on Nebraska ETV. False start against Millard West will push him back 5 yards. But time working against the Bulldogs and the score right now.
Unless something very untoward happens on the field as it relates to Millard West down there right now, Kevin. They pretty much got this game in the bag. And Dan McLaughlin will have his 3rd state championship at his 3rd different school.
Not too many have done that in Nebraska high school history. Pass by Morrissey is incomplete. 2nd and 15. Clock stops with 2:01 to play.
1987, he was head coach at Broken Bow. He won over Alcorn. 1994, head coach at Norfolk. He won over Benson. And tonight, in about 2 minutes and 1 second left in the ball game here, he will have won his 3rd championship over North Platte.
75 plays run tonight by Millard West. Their offense has got to be a little tired. 2nd and 15. Morrissey on the option. Look at the running room Morrissey has, and he slides down at the 16-yard line. Couple of yards shy of the first down.
Again, taking advantage of the attraction of the fullback down there, Keith Hoff. Watch, everybody's going to take a look and go for 44. Then he just tucks it and goes. Play by design, actually, and going to slide to the turf. Takes a little bit of a bump there, but he's okay. How many plays have has North Platte run tonight, Kevin?
41.
41. Man.
So they have run 35 less plays. On 3rd down, Morrissey trying to get around the corner. He will not get away from Jake McCarthy, and McCarthy snows him under for a yard loss.
Another collision between those two. We saw that just tremendous collision in the first half. And McCarthy again coming up and making the play as Morrissey not too happy with the whole situation. He thought he should pick up that first down. Comes up a little bit short.
Timeout taken by North Platte. Stopping the clock with 1:09 remaining in the 4th quarter. Become a member of Nebraskans for Public Television over the internet. Just log on to our network website, net.unl.edu, click membership, and fill out the needed information. If you appreciate our statewide sports coverage, become a member of Nebraskans for Public Television at net.unl.edu. 4th down and 2 for Millard West. And head coach Dan McLaughlin looking for one more first down to about put this one away. On 4th down, Duggar gets the carry. He's got the first for Millard West. And with 1:04 to go, that should just about do it.
Indeed it should. Everybody on the far sidelines very excited, and here comes a whole new crew into the football game. Great to see that happen. Give some youngsters a chance to play in this final game. Offense coming off a big hand they will receive. It's a great feeling.
55 seconds remain in the 4th quarter. And a timeout taken by Millard West. Be sure you're with us on Sunday afternoon live at 4:30 Central Time exclusively on NETV2 for the Time Warner Challenge. In-state rivalry, Creighton Blue Jays and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Huskers looking for a little bit of revenge after Creighton knocked off Nebraska last year in Omaha. Be with us, the Time Warner Challenge, this Sunday live at 4:30 Central Time on NETV2.
Kevin, just trying to get some numbers out there for Millard West. John Bell is in the ball game, number 55. James Bell also in the ball game, number 73. They're on the left side over there, and try to get some more names here for in a minute.
First down and 10 from the 11-yard line. The carry going up the middle by Al Stallnecker. Oh, excuse me, that is not Al Stallnecker. It's Mike Durant. Oh, there's the bucket of water on Dan McLaughlin. And he didn't even flinch.
Yeah, that's
Look at
okay. Some of the other players, Grant Gowan, number 64 in the ball game. Andrew Braun, 58 in the game in the offensive line.
Nick Onken just checking in with the play from Dan McLaughlin. Nick was so close he might have gotten the shower. Quarterback Justin Peterson. Barking out. Peterson will roll to the right side, looking for running room, and Peterson is brought down at the 10-yard line by Adam O'Rourke. Still, though, just 10 seconds to go, and that will be the final play of the state championship game in Class A. Millard West, the Wildcats, win their first state championship. The celebration begins for Millard West. 28-14 winners over the North Platte Bulldogs in the state championship game.
Head coach Dan McLaughlin will offer his congratulations. Started out the season, the preseason as a number 3, ended up the season 3rd ranked, and then did their work in the playoffs. And did they do their work?
Now the fences will not hold the students back either. They're on the way.
They beat Norfolk, they beat Kearney, and then made believers Lincoln Southeast 42-0. And now this one.
28-14. Millard West wins it over the North Platte Bulldogs. We'll hand out the medals to the runners-up and to the winners when we return in a moment.
This program is made possible by the Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Always there when you need us. Nebraska Public Power District and your local public power utility.
Funding for this program is made possible by Bryan LGH, your heart's natural rhythm. Keeping its pace is our specialty at Bryan LGH. We prove it every year by performing 1,500 open heart surgeries and 4,000 heart catheterizations. Although setting the pace is important, the most meaningful proof is living proof. Bryan LGH, the first name in heart care.
Millard West 28, North Platte 14. Millard West, the state champions in Class A, after running 80 plays for 383 yards of total offense. 2 100-yard rushers. Keith Hoff, 30 carries, 161 yards. And Jake Duggar, 23 carries, 130 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And we saw 3 terrific running backs tonight. Hoff, Duggar, and I don't want to leave out Dan Woodhead of North Platte.
No, we can't do that, Kevin. Again, just a great performance by all 3 of those. Hoff showing a tremendous durability and strength and great presence to pick up yards after contact. And that 161 yards, incredible. And Dan Woodhead, just, again, same sort of situation, except a lot in the way of the moves category. Tremendous fluid movement and making people miss in speed.
Let's go down to public address announcer Rich Broderson. He'll award medals to the runners-up.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is happy to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. The award presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Mike Troxel from Sutherland and Bob Resnicek from Omaha West Side, and U.S. Bank representative Dolores Teruay. Here are the awards for Class A runner-up, North Platte High School. Will head coach Bob Zoner and your assistants please come to the sideline stage to present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Matt Hilly. Number 4, Cody Collins. Number 6, Matt Chance. Number 7, Derek Enderley. Number 8, Ben Torling. Number 9, Tracy Bargeman. Number 10, Jeff Teeters. Number 17, Ben Curry. Number 18, Adam Hansen. Number 21, Dan Woodhead. Number 22, Tyler Riley. Number 23, Logan Meyer. Number 27, Josh Hyatt. Number 28, Bill Nicholson. Number 29, Shane Plaster. Number 35, Trevor Sandoval. Number 36, Jake Fisher. Number 39, Jay Huesmiller. Number 40, Jack Toll. Number 41, Jake McCarthy. Number 42, Ben Woodhead. Number 44, Jeremy Cadillo. Number 48, Cade Pittman. Number 52, Matt Arndt. Number 53, Derek Keeper. Number 55, Aaron Smith. Number 56, Troy Stark. Number 58, Darren Moore. Number 60, Jason Prosper. Number 62, Nathan Veal. Number 64, Matt Gilbert. Number 65, Josh Bokowski. Number 66, Brandon Bringwatt. Number 67, Tyler Golden. Number 68, Andrew Frederick. Number 70, Tim Kelly. Number 71, Brett Geisler. Number 72, Michael Meyer. Number 74, Paul Maceberg. Number 75, Joel Jurgens. Number 76, Tom Baumgartner. Number 79, Dana Savecki. Number 82, John Mann. Number 84, Craig Karstensen. Number 85, Jeff Cisneros. Number 86, Seth Murdoch. Number 88, Adam O'Rourke. Number 94, Ben Dutchman. Number 95, Michael Perez. Number 97, Derek Nielsen. Number 98, Mark Gannon. And number 99, Dan Stewart. And now, here is the 2001 Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, North Platte High School.
North Platte, a tremendous season. Despite the loss in the championship game, they never made it past the quarterfinals in high school football. And tonight, they're runners-up in Class A. Disappointment right now, but I think in a few weeks they'll look back and realize, boy, what a great season North Platte High School had.
Kevin, no doubt about that, and also thinking about what's going to happen next year. They'll have to regroup at quarterback, but I'm sure they'll get that taken care of. But, man, when you got Dan Woodhead to look forward to coming back to the next year, next 2 years, quite frankly, it's got to be some good optimism there along with the other young players on the football team. So a great year for Bob Ziner and his group. And let's wish them well and congratulate them for a great year this year. And enjoy it, guys. It's been a great year for you, even though you just came up a little bit short here tonight.
Now, a tremendous season for North Platte. A great win last week against Millard North, and a valiant effort tonight, putting up 255 yards of offense and a good effort in the second half. They played them even for 3 quarters tonight. That second quarter was the breaker in this game. Back to Rich Broderson. He'll introduce the state champions, the Millard West Wildcats.
Now to the champions from Millard West High School. First, head coach Dan McLaughlin. We have a special award just for you. Congratulations. Now, coach, would you and your assistants hand out the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 4, Bobby Denenauer. Number 5, Jake Ramsey. Number 7, Rob Morrissey. Number 8, Justin Pedersen. Number 10, Derek Benyon. Number 11, Jake Duggar. Number 12, Joe Knust. Number 18, Marcus Richardson. Marcus Richardson. Number 19, John Moran.
Are we only getting 42?
Number 15, Josh Rasmussen.
told you we might only get 42.
Number 17, Elliot Corneli.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Number 20, Jared Jackson. Number 21, Jordan Chastain. Number 24, Brandon Sanders.
There's enough for everything.
Number 25, Keith Foote. Number 27, Nick Rickert. Number 28, David Reiter. Number 29, Eric Fisher. Number 30, Marshall Brulin. Number 31, Drew Metzler. Number 32, Al Stolmaker. Number 33, Mike Duran. Number 34, Mike Powley. Number 35, Tom Young. Number 40, Joey Hurley. Number 42, Trevor Schultes. Number 43, Brandon Russell.
Nice job. Brandon Russell, come on.
Number 44, Keith Hoff, who had 30 carries for 161 yards tonight. Number 45, Nick Abood. Number 49, Brandon Jewett. Number 50, Chad Keel. Number 51, Mike White. Number 52, Clint Allen. Number 53, Pat Lee. Number 54, Adrian Dykstra. Number 55, John Bell. Number 56, Joe Byolt. Number 57, Josh Zeppelin. Number 58, Andrew Braun. Number 59, Ryan O'Neal. Number 60, Ryan Jones. Number 61, Michael Tillotson. Number 62, Kyle Schnabel. Number 63, Matt Manzo. Number 64, Grant Gowan. Number 65, Ryan Ewing. Number 66, Nick Leaders. Number 67, Dan Bain. Number 68, John Clark. Number 69, Pat Johnston. Number 70, Ryan Hutchison. Number 71, Kevin Clemens. Number 72, Travis Nielsen. Number 73, James Bell. Number 74, Chris Gleesick. Number 75, Ross Knapp. Number 76, Justin Swanson. Number 77, Kurt Miller. Number 78, Mike Slider. Number 79, James Septak. Number 80, Chauncey Brown. Number 82, Nick Unken. Number 84, Alex Hook. Number 86, Tyler Glow. Number 88, Tom Cosney. Number 90, John Laubert. Number 95, Arnie Jerry. Number 99, Scott McLaughlin. And number 22, Justin Ditmars.
Did you get called off?
And now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here's a 2001 Class A State Football Championship trophy. Congratulations, Millard West High School.
The state champions in Class A, the Millard West Wildcats, with the 28-14 win over North Platte here tonight at Memorial Stadium. Congratulations to both Millard West and North Platte tonight.
And there's Dan McLaughlin, again, one elated coach, and what a great sight it was, Kevin, to finish out the medal presentation, to see he and his son, Scott, embraced for such a long time. And great feeling, great emotion, and you see the Wildcats celebrating there now, and what a great, great night for Millard West and for high school football in general. Great to be a part of it.
Once again, our final score, Millard West wins the state championship 28-14 over the North Platte Bulldogs. Be with us tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time for the Class C1 championship as the Boone Central Cardinals take on the Pierce Blue Jays. And now for Adrian Fiala, Larry Putney, and the entire Nebraska ETV sports production crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Goodbye from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska.